All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Speakeasy Sophisticated Sports Talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being, nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I am joined here today with two gentlemen who played in the National Football League, two men who are an exemplary example of excellence. I don't know. I messed that up. I didn't go to college. Look, one guy that did go to college and has a degree, not once but twice, I believe, right? Yeah, three degrees. No, three degrees. Emmanuel, it's two. Emmanuel, Acho in the building. How we doing today?
Hey, beautiful people, this is an incredible show. We got jam-packed. We got breaking news. We got some dudes getting arrested that we got to talk about. We got Cowboys news. Everything that you wanted to talk about, we will talk about. Welcome to the Speakeasy. Hey, y'all could be doing anything with your night. There's so many apps y'all could be on, so many shows you could be watching. You're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted, and we will let you know just how much we appreciate you. You might be watching, what's the other word for incarcerated?
Locked up.
You might be watching Locked Up. You might be watching from abroad. You might be watching from one of the states. Either way, we appreciate you. We love you. Hey, if we've done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. This show's about to turn up. Speaking of, Carebear, turn it up.
Look, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, one of the shiftiest individuals on a football field to ever play the game. And also one of the shiftiest in arguments whenever it comes to staying in the white or the black area, or the gray area. I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles all-time leading rusher, the Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Famer, soon to be Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Speaking into existence.
2-5, 2 live. LaShawn Shady McCoy in the building. How we doing today?
And here, right? Sober and everything.
Right.
But real quick though, Acho.
What up, G?
I know you love money.
Yep, of course.
How much money do they have to pay you?
Yep.
To let you be behind bars for a week? It's a week. It's a week.
Not the bars. Behind like bars.
You know what that mean?
Nah, I don't love nothing that bad, G.
For a week?
For a week?
For a week?
No. Put me in the Martha Stewart prison.
$2 million right now. You're in Gem Pop for a week.
Gem Pop. Can I put me in a solitary?
Nah, but you the type of dude.
Gym Pop.
You gonna have all the gangster dudes.
How much should be?
You gonna be teaching them stuff.
True.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna have to read the books.
But I'm smart, so I might say something slick and then try
No,
the wrong one.
you're not. You're not gonna do that to them. No, you're not. All that shit you doing at Twitter and all that to all these other dudes, you ain't look at them. You ain't look at them.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Not Gem Pop. I'm not built for Gem Pop. I don't even be in Gem Pop on planes. And you want to put me in Gem
for
Pop
one week? $500,000. I'll do it.
No, you're lying.
Absolutely. $500,000, $500,000?
How much for 10 push-ups?
Right? Keep introducing the show, Karen.
You gotta do 8 push-ups.
Should I just? Never mind. You know what? I'm saying it strong, and I will not do them. Also, joining us here in the Speakeasy, a gentleman who had himself a day yesterday. You know,
yes, he did.
He had 2 kids. He's in his mid-30s now.
That's not true.
He had to get
33.
you know. Mid-30s, brother. He had to get, a couple of liquid IVs in him today. Also, some actual IVs in him today to kind of get more rehydrated. Social drunk in the building. How we doing today, man?
Social drunk is crazy. Listen.
Bloodshot eyes is being covered right now with the glasses. It's tough.
Sunglasses and Advil. Last night was mad real. That's all I got for the intro, Kieran. It's on you, bro.
Wow, I don't know what that's from. You guys are old. Look, we have a hell of a show for you today. It's time we talk about everybody's favorite team here in the Speakeasy. The Philadelphia Eagles have signed 2-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Jalen Carter to a 4-year, $152 million extension, making him the highest paid interior defensive lineman in NFL history. He is now under contract through the 2031 1 season. Adam Schefter also chimed in, saying the highest paid defensive tackles in the NFL now. Jalen Carter making $3 million more than Jeffrey Simmons. Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, followed by Milton Williams in the 5th position. Guys, your reaction to the Eagles after a lot of speculation this offseason, re-signing Jalen Carter before the year started, one of the best D tackles.
Talk about it. A little birdie told me that they was gonna get rid of Carter. I'm like, for who? For what? When you got a guy like Howie Roseman, he don't get rid of great players. So, Jalen Carter, welcome back, homie. Listen, the Philadelphia Eagles defense is real, but if he's not there, it's not as real. And when you talk about offensive special players like the quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, they don't get off when he's on the field.
True.
Right? Now, that's 100%. So, yeah, they'll have their days, but he wrecks the game. There's no way that's going to let him go without getting paid. So I'm happy Jalen Carter stayed. Let's go.
Bars. That is bars. Shady cooking. Huge for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Huge.
But it is huge so long as Jalen Carter can stay healthy. Like that is the thing. Jalen Carter has, at his best, been a dominant top 2, if not the best defensive tackle in all of football. This is gigantic. Eagles fans, fantasy fans, all fans, this is a gigantic piece of information. But we got to remember, Jalen Carter, now you have to go earn it, because I don't believe this was back pay. You know, some deals there's back pay, and then some deals we're paying you because of the promise of a future. There's some dudes just like Brock Purdy. When Brock Purdy got paid because of what he did previously for the Niners. Hey, we drafted you in the 7th round. You took us to a Super Bowl. You took us to an NFC Championship game. We're paying you for what you've done for us. Jalen Carter, $160 million is an excessive amount of money for one really good year, one good year, and one bad year. Jalen Carter, you got paid more than the likes of Jeffrey Simmons that have, I believe, 3, if not 4 All-Pros, including a first-team All-Pro. If I'm not mistaken, Jalen Carter, you have 1 All-Pro to your name. Jalen Carter, you weren't even the best defensive tackle on your team last year. It's time now. It's time now. Like, if you're going to command $106 million or so guaranteed, we are paying you not just for what you've done. Shout out to you helping us win a Super Bowl. Tip pass versus Matthew Stafford on a slant that would have been competed for a touchdown. Eagles probably lose to the Rams at home before getting to the Super Bowl. But we're paying you for what we believe that you can do. So for me, 2-5, now it's really time for Jalen Carter to turn up, because $160 million is some real money.
I disagree.
Well, what part?
Bruh. You said they paying him and he got to go earn it?
Has to.
How did he earn it?
He has 1 All-Pro.
He's one of the best players.
Don't cool that. Yesterday I said some dude had 1 All-Pro. You like, Acho, just 1 All-Pro? I don't really talk about dudes who just got 1 All-Pro like they elite.
Dog, when you watch him play, he comes on the field. He's probably the best player. He's top 3 best player on the field every time. Offense, defense, you name it. Number 2, he's the best player on our defense. So when is the best player on our defense don't get paid like it?
I disagree with that. I disagree with him being the best player on the defense.
Who the best player on defense?
I would say Quinyon.
Quinyon Mitchell is nice. One of the best. He's not better than him. They affect the game differently.
True. That is true.
If I ask you this, let me ask you just one more question. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles team, the whole team.
Yes, sir.
Where do you place him at? The team that just won a Super Bowl 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Going on 2 years ago.
Top 5 for certain. Top 5 for certain.
You gotta give me some names, homie.
I'll always respect Lane Johnson.
Right now today.
Saquon Barkley, I'd put him at 1. I would probably suggest Quinyon Mitchell is at 2. Because I respect Lane Johnson and his consistency, I'd go Lane Johnson is at 3. Then if you wanted to say
you think Lane and at this day, today,
if I only take one,
not his career.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you think he's a better player than him right now?
Only because I know who and what I'm getting with Lane Johnson.
I gotta call Lane.
You know what I mean?
Lane a phone call.
I know exactly who and I know exactly what I'm getting with Lane. Now, that's not to take away from how good you're saying Jalen Carter is, because Jalen Carter is indeed good. It's just to say, like, hey, bro, I need more consistency.
So is he 4?
He's probably tied for 5th. Tied for 4th. You got to remember.
You said
Saquon, Quinyon.
And you said Lane.
Lane.
So he's 4th.
And then I'd probably say him and Coop is where I'm like, I need both of those dudes.
You think Coop is, hold on.
Consistency matters to me. Coop has never had a bad year, Shady.
Coop is a great player.
Jalen had a bad year last year.
Coop's a great player, bro.
Do I need to show you what Darnell Wright did to Jalen Carter the whole game? Chicago Bears ran for 239 yards. I think they had 200-yard running backs.
That's all on him. That's all on him.
If you saw the tape,
you got 2 of them that's getting paid big money, right?
Yep.
One guy got paid first.
Yep.
Okay? He's the second guy to get paid. So he gets all that blame?
Not all of it. He was hurt.
Man.
He was hurt.
Come on, bro.
But what I'm saying, Shady, you would agree with this. If he wasn't a Philadelphia Eagle, you would be saying, hold on, bro.
I'm gonna say I don't want to play him.
You would say you paid $160 million to a guy who's had one great year?
This is the thing, though. You're not understanding.
What am I not understanding?
You got to pay the money out. This is not a thing where you don't have to pay. You got to pay. And if you ask dudes like Saquon, they see him every day. If you ask guys on different teams, when you watch the Eagles, who's the guy's like, oh my God, he's the one? They're gonna say Jalen Carter. Everybody knows that.
Go ahead, Kieran.
I was just gonna say,
come on, man.
You guys know I hate to give the Eagles credit. I love this move for the Eagles. I really do. When you talk about Jalen Carter, you're talking about a top 5 defensive tackle, no matter how you see it in the entire league. And when you look at the other guys who are in the conversation for being top 5 or even top 10, none of them are 25 years old.
Yeah.
None of them just turned 25 years old. You talk about the Jeffrey Simmons, who's on the later, I think he's 29, almost 30. The Zach Allen's 28, almost 29. You talk about even last year, what was it? Leonard Williams was an all-pro, 32 years old. You're looking at the best, the youngest of the best defensive tackles in the entire league, and I love them sealing up this piece. I think keeping Quinyon is paramount. I think maybe even in the future keeping Cooper DeJean. But this young core of the Eagles defense is what makes them special. You are going to have to pay some of them eventually. And I think I like the fact that Howie is going to be capable of drafting around that interior now. I don't think you find Jalen Carters in drafts every year. It's hard. It's hard. And it's the reason why they spent top 10 draft pick capital is to get a guy that was going to go out there, play at an all-pro level, be a top 10 player, or be a top 5 player at his position while being 25 years old. I love this move.
And I want to see another lesson for all you know-it-alls out there that really don't know nothing about football, got so much to say. You know, oh, this guy has so many character issues. He's this, he's that, he's bad for the team, all that. So what? Because when you're a great player, they pay great players. And in Philadelphia Eagles, we will not be a dominant team on defense if he's not there. And we won't go to no damn Super Bowls if he's not there. And this is a message for y'all because some of y'all in this room be saying stuff like that. The guy got character issues. Well, character issues to the bank. Ching, ching, bling, bling.
Now,
let me text him real quick.
With all that being said, because Shady's not wrong.
How do you text a rich person this picture now? Yeah, let me text him.
Shady's not wrong, but here's what I also will say is like, money don't change you, people, in the speakeasy. Money makes you more of who you are. Who is Jalen Carter? Jalen Carter is an individual that came into camp out of shape last year. Who is Jalen Carter? Jalen Carter is also an individual that I believe spit on Dak Prescott. Was it the first game of the season? And got thrown out of the entirety of the game. Who is Jalen Carter? Jalen Carter is an individual that likely would have been the #1 overall pick in his draft class if not for an incident in college where something tragic happened. So Jalen Carter is a dominant player. But when you make 60 M's or 106 M's guaranteed, now it's time to like, hey, bruh, you got to earn it.
Yeah, I do think it's a situation where he has to go out there and keep things clean. He has to go out there and show that he can do that. But
you got to go be a first team All-Pro also.
I also think
you got to do that.
Well, this is my thing though too, Acho. What we saw this past year, he has an excuse for. I'll give you that.
Hurt?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Having a shoulder issue that he did, you have an excuse for that, right? I can understand that. It looked completely different from what we saw out of him the first 2 years of his career. And because of that, I needed some form of explanation. If there wasn't an injury, I would feel way different about this. But because there was an injury, and you could see him out there getting bullied in some games. Bullied. I mean, yeah, bullied. It was bad.
Shady.
Tyler Booker,
I got
bullied.
Short too, Shady.
Darnell Wright, bullied him.
Darnell Wright.
Yeah, Darnell Wright.
Shady,
Darnell Wright.
you must not have seen it. I'm going to show you, Shady. I'm trying to find it.
Darnell Wright put him.
You can't have a bad game.
No.
This is just one rep from him.
No,
putting him in the dirt.
That's not even
one. Watch a right guard right here.
Where?
Putting him in the dirt right there. Darnell Wright had some games against him.
Had a day.
Here he is. He's trying to work across Darnell Wright.
Dude.
They ran for how many yards on him? It was crazy. But that's not what I'm used to seeing Jalen Carter do, and I don't expect that from Jalen Carter.
Well, it's money right now, so he gonna give you 110%.
Yeah.
Let me ask you though. But is that the case, Shady? Because in my experience, both studying the league and playing with players,
guys get paid.
When they get paid, they take their foot off the gas. Now, you do have those dudes that are intrinsically motivated. They play regardless of money. Oh, this is the one I think here. But I know some dudes, when they get paid, they take their foot off the gas. So my question is like, is he going to be the one that goes pedal to the metal? And to Kieran's point, let's pull up this clip, Ethan, in the back. He has to be healthy because you can't put this on tape. That was him getting washed completely out of what looks like the B gap. He's in between number 73 and number 58 for the Chicago Bears right there, the defensive lineman.
Some big boys.
You can't get completely moved
Ben Johnson.
from one hash to another hash if you are a $106 million defensive tackle. And don't say, Acho, it's just one clip. I broke down like the entirety of this game. It was all game. He was hurt. It's fine. But if you're going to be the highest paid D tackle in football, I need some more All-Pros.
You know, it's funny, man. And I guess I've been on this side, which y'all got going on right now. So the guy gets paid all this money, and y'all want to show all the bad clips. So since you guys
Pull up the PBU versus the Rams where it saved the day.
So do we have? Thank you, because I'm just like I've been on this side of the fence, right? When guys like y'all sit here, y'all talking on this and that and third. Can we talk about some good stuff?
Of course,
because
absolutely.
It's the reason why they gave him $100 million guaranteed, not because he's having bad games.
Yep.
Because he has great games. Come on, man.
So
Come
this
on now.
is, I believe, it's the Rams versus Eagles. Matthew Stafford is driving, and this sack allows the Eagles to go to the NFC Championship game versus the Commanders. Run it from the top. Don't really remove it. If you look at the top of the screen, there's a receiver that comes open on a slant. I don't know who is that right there. There's some receiver that comes open. I forget. It might be this play or the next one, Kieran. But long story short, Jalen Carter saved the day. Make no mistake about it.
The tight end's wide open.
Tight end
He saved the day for the Philadelphia Eagles. But you get this type of money for consistency, and that's all I'm hoping for now for Jalen Carter is consistency. Obviously, huge for the Eagles, gigantic for the Eagles. Jalen Carter is a dog when he's healthy. We'll see what happens. We got any super chats, sir?
We do have some super chats.
Talk to me,
let me hit those real quick. McNasty Gang says, Speakeasy fan, what's good? Trading A.J. Brown for Jalen Brown is wild, but what takes the cake is LeBron's cut paying Jalen Carter. Y'all can't tell me how he ain't behind this. I'm convinced already. Go Birds. Social Sneeze is in the building and said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a drinkable offense in the Speakeasy. Uh-oh.
What happened? I missed it.
He said Carebear.
Well, of course.
Pull up Shady's Twitter bio and check the pinned Speakeasy account. Whose man's is this? It's given the gray area.
Now, he might actually have the wrong Speakeasy.
Well, I'm thinking he does.
He does.
Uh-oh. Should we?
Who is this?
What the?
Shady, who the hell is this?
Shady?
That's a drinkable offense, bro.
Yeah, pull up.
Who the hell is?
Who is that?
Free
Who
press.
is it?
Free press for this guy who made an account in 2007 with 146.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, Social Sneeze. Kieran, could you go ahead and get him started?
So where's the?
Don't worry about
It's on yo. It's on yo.
I lost followers.
Give me your glass, man.
It's on yo bio.
No,
bro.
Twitter did a purge. They purged a lot of bot followers. That's why.
What that mean?
They just removed followers that have been inactive for like a year plus.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Keeping it moving, K Crazy 215 said, "Are we not going to talk about media integrity and how it's been destroyed in recent years? Kyle Shanahan accident gets reported 11 days after it happened. These same journalists are clearly being paid off." Let Drake Cook said, "What's Gucci Speakeasy? I may not always super chat, but I'm always with you. It's always Go Birds for me. I've been waiting for real football. Tell them 2-5. We still a problem. What is going to be best week? What's going to be the best week one game?"
I don't lie, man. I got a list of that.
Melbourne, Australia. I'm going with that one.
I can't take Trey seriously. Glasses, hat on, and all. Like what? What we doing?
You want me to? All right, bro.
It just look funny.
Hey, you do look Easy-E-ish over there.
He look like Easy Not. What you doing right now?
Anyway, man. Money Mark Zero said, "What's good, Speakeasy? I've been tuned in since September 4th, 2025. If you know, then you know."
Okay.
Shout out to the inauguration date. Just started super chatting last inauguration. That means like the first of its kind,
bro,
Karen.
it was a date.
Just started super chatting last couple of weeks. Chat, it shouldn't be anymore hashtag pay Trey. It should be hashtag sign that contract.
No, fact. Sign the contract, dude.
I haven't updated y'all since the last time because there hasn't been one.
Wow.
There was a verbal offer extended, and that was it.
Hey, remember when you
I
got all
countered,
excited?
and I haven't heard anything back. So
Hey,
I
Shady,
don't know
remember
what
we
to
got
make of
all
that.
excited about a verbal offer? Bro, I got excited about a signed handshake.
Nah, I ain't lying with Acho, he get like
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Acho
he get a little. He like,
Yeah, come
hey,
on
sign that
now.
contract. Hey, I got you. I'm just.
Yeah.
He
on
think
now.
he need to duck all
You
day.
put
but
pen to
We
paper
got
already,
4,000
right?
people in here listening to
you
y'all
signed already,
bemoan
right?
about
Come
a
on now.
contract.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
listen, one more super chat that we got to keep the show moving because
Thank you,
it's
Cindy.
our guy, Top Shotter, who said, I need some advice, Speakeasy fam. I'm in Miami. Lock in, Shady. This sounds like a super chat for you. He said, I met some fine shit,
Oh shit.
hit lunch, had drinks, and I got the yams, but I was too lit. And I feel like I only shot 40% from the field. Do I fly home in the AM or stay and get my jersey put in the rafters?
I like this. Good
question.
Who's his
That's
brother?
Top
great
Shotter.
question.
He one of the favorites in
Hey,
the
listen, homie.
Top Shotter.
Listen, Shotta. Listen, hey, listen. Okay. First and foremost, bro, you doing the right thing. All right, you doing the right thing. You came to the game. You came prepared, right? But you can be more prepared. Man, go get your get back, man. You know what I mean? Get your get back, man. You deserve it.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're in Miami, whoever's back home waiting on you, they don't give you a pass. You was in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't ask Karen because he gonna tell you.
Why you automatically
Because your reputation precedes you.
Yeah.
That means like we know who you are.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, why is he assuming that Top Shotter got somebody back in the
I
crib?
had five
okay.
girls say, "Damn man, Carebear, he's such a good guy." Like, oh my.
I am.
That's I mean, yeah.
He's like every girl's bestie.
All right, let's keep the show
I'm every
moving,
girl
bro. It's
dream.
too
But
early
anyway,
to get crazy like that.
Look, we have to keep the show pushing, but before that, there's something you need to do. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button. We would love you guys to be notified when we go live next, which will be tomorrow at 11:15 p.m. Eastern. But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't get an alert to your phone if you don't hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell button
the bell
to be
button,
notified
damn
when
it.
we go live next, which will be tomorrow at 11:15 p.m. Eastern. Look, we have to keep the show pushing, though. It's time we talk about my quarterback. It's my quarterback. Tony Romo was arrested for an OWI in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you're asking what an OWI is, it's operating a vehicle while intoxicated in Wisconsin. They have different tiers for driving with intoxication because keeps half of that state out of jail. Look, there was video from the body cam of the officer. I'll let you guys watch this because there's some interesting discourse happening about this.
Deputy Corps, Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office.
Were you speaking on speaker back there?
I was.
I didn't even know you guys said that. So sorry.
All right. Reason for my stop today.
Yep.
Yep.
That was what you said.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Reason for my stop today is the unsafe passing on the right, the lane
Say it
deviation.
louder. I'm sorry.
Unsafe passing on the right, cutting across the gore. Obviously, the gore.
Yes.
It's the marked area.
Gotcha.
Where are you coming from?
Well, I live in Dallas, so I came to visit Grandma and Grandpa, so we're here. I'm going to do that, but I got the gore.
You got the what?
The gore, you said?
Yeah. So essentially, he's talking to her. There's a lot of confusion because they can't hear each other on the highway. That leads to more and more conversation a little bit later on. Then she ends up taking his information.
And I'm going to meet Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay. All right. I'll take a driver's license from you.
You got it.
Yeah. This ends up leading to her making an arrest, him getting into the back of the vehicle, heading back to the station, and then having to do a field sobriety test. He completes his
Turn
field
by
sobriety
taking a
test.
series of small steps with the other foot.
Yep.
I'm going to demonstrate with 3.
Yes, thank
You will do
barefoot?
9, okay?
Yeah, barefoot in the parking garage. It looked crazy.
Yuck.
2 back
1.
surgeries.
He never was an athlete
Two.
though.
You
Ran a 4.9.
willing to submit to a PPT
What is that?
machine that you
Oh, he got a little
want?
breast on him and all that. Okay, Tony Romo.
It does not determine the
Look at his
results
hair
of-
and all that. He had a bad day. I like Tony Romo though.
Okay.
I've already heard from all the lawyers, don't ever do that.
Okay.
So,
All right.
we're not
He
gonna
don't seem drunk to me.
No, I think that's a lot of the discourse happening right now online.
No, I didn't.
They asked him to do a breathalyzer. He said, "No, I don't want to do that. I think all the lawyers say don't ever do that."
Okay.
Operating
We'll
while
get to
under the
that.
influence, okay?
So he ends up being arrested for operating while intoxicated without doing a breathalyzer, while doing a field sobriety test, which it looks like he was capable of doing. Your reaction to Tony Romo being pulled over and arrested?
Kieran, while I'm talking, go to the first video, fast forward to the 2-minute 50-second mark. I'm going to toss to that momentarily. My reaction first, let's address this. Stop driving recklessly and putting other people at danger. That's the very first thing. Before I express any empathy, let me expose the reality, which is enough jeopardizing other people's health because your lack of seriousness as an individual or a human being. That's my first thought. Secondly, when you get arrested, bro, you lose all dignity. I mean, all dignity. I'm going to show you all a certain moment in this clip where the great Tony Romo, CBS announcer, Cowboys quarterback, has lost all dignity. He's trying to call his lawyer. They won't allow him to call his lawyer. Again, it's not a constitutional right while you are being detained. After you have been detained, that's where it's a different conversation. And then lastly, I'm glad Tony Romo has and had in that moment a sense of humor, because I'm going to show y'all a moment where this would have escalated if Tony Romo wasn't about the jokes, because the officer, in my mind and in my opinion, treated him with way too much callousness. I'm guesstimating this moment in the clip. I've watched this whole clip, but Kieran, show this moment because this is infuriating a little bit. Pause it real quick. Let me set the scene. She wants Romo to get out the car. Tony Romo's like, hey, can I call my lawyer? She's like, wait, what's that? Romo's like, can I call my lawyer? She's like, no, you need to get out the car. He's like, I can't call my lawyer. Hit play, sir.
You are pending an OWI with investigation. Operating while intoxicated. I want you to step out of the vehicle.
Is that a Jeep or that's a G-Wagon?
I think it's a Jeep.
Look like
It's a Jeep.
Yeah.
He's trying to videotape the whole thing. So,
All right, so you're going to step in front of my vehicle? Step in front of my vehicle.
If I put this right here?
Step in front of my vehicle, yes.
Before feedback on this, he'll be hired at C20
He's setting it down to record.
So I'm honestly very grateful. Obviously, as a black man in America, I'm very grateful this situation played out as it did, because it could have gone significantly worse. I'm glad Tony Romo didn't escalate the situation, because if Romo would have had an attitude, if Romo would have done any sort of things that kind of matched her callous energy, and not saying she doesn't have a job to do, has a job to do, but if Romo would have matched her energy, that situation would have got a lot worse, because she was calling for backup. While Romo was like, hey, can I call my lawyer? And she's like, get out the car. Romo's like, can I call my lawyer? She's like, get out the car. He's like, can I call my lawyer? She's like, I need a little backup. He's like, whoa. I'm getting out the car. I just want to know if I can call my lawyer. She's like, no, you're being detained. Get out the car. He gets out the car thinking he's about to do a sobriety test. That's what he agreed to. After he gets out the car, she's like, hey, it's uneven pavement. I'm putting you in the back of my car. So he's like, yo, I just got hit with the okie doke. Yeah. I was getting out the car to do a field sobriety test. Now you're arresting me on the highway in public, throwing me in the back of your car, taking me to God knows where. And thankfully, Romo stayed calm in the midst of all this. Again, I'm not excusing Romo for his behavior. I've already called it out if you're just tuning in. But I'm just, my reaction, 2-5.
What's his behavior? He made a bad turn or something?
Operating while intoxication.
She said she pulled him over because he crossed double lines. Said it was an unsafe passing.
Listen,
so the gore, I think what she referred to as the gore, I think that's like, the ramp, like when you're about to take an exit, it's like that triangular, and like sometimes you late, it's like, damn, I technically missed the exit, but I can cross this over to still make it. I think that's what he crossed over to.
Or they were coming onto the freeway, and while those two lines are coming out, he ended up trying to go around
too early.
The person. Yeah, too early. But that's...
I mean,
I've done that. I might have done that on the way to work today.
I'm not gonna say it's like reckless. I just think there's a lot of bad drivers out here, man. And watching him, he don't even seem drunk.
No,
he don't seem drunk to me. He
doesn't seem incapable of operating machinery.
Have y'all seen my man? It's a black old head on social media, and he's drunk, and they like, sir, they ask him like, what were you doing? He's like, huh? He's like, what? Huh? They said, what about the beer? What? You said, whoa? Like, he's drunk. Tony Romo ain't drunk.
But I don't think he was. He might have been under. He said he didn't drink. He said it's coming from a golf course. He's like, you
So
didn't drink.
Yeah, they ended up. So they ended up.
He seems solid though.
They ended up arresting him. The cop is saying like, well, you did have some shooters in the car, like some shooters like little
shooter?
shots, like little plastic bottles, Fireball, rum, vodka, tequila
Airplane
shots.
shots, he
They're
said,
like
yeah.
little shots in bottles. But he's just like he ended up responding and saying. They weren't open though, were they? Like none of them were open, none of them were drank. Like you found full shooters in the car, and her response was like, "Yeah, but they were in your car." And it's
Come
just,
on, man.
it's to me.
It's cause I ain't gonna say it because I like Tony, but she has something against Tony right there.
But she don't know who Tony
Yeah.
is.
That's what you
No,
think.
she doesn't.
Unless she gambled, and she might have played some bets on Tony. No, but on a serious note though, like sometimes I think. And I'm not saying the law enforcement, but sometimes like we're overdoing our job because he don't even seem drunk. Acho, he don't seem drunk. I know some drunk cats. You see Trey yesterday? That's drunk. Bro, don't even seem drunk.
But are you giving Romo a pass? Though,
I'm giving
Shady?
him a pass.
No,
God dang it,
Shady. That's
you're not giving him a pass. Why?
Because if
he made a crazy
if
turn?
you're driving while under the influence, I will never give you a pass for that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Now,
This
give him a pass
is what
right
Shady's talking
This
about.
my man right here. Turn it up.
I'm about to.
What?
I'm about to tell you.
Stop sign.
No. I said,
Stop sign, man. I need broke out.
That's the one, bro.
He said, huh? I'm about to tell you. Stop sign.
Come on, that's drunk, bro. Come on, man.
Kieran, are you? Here's my thing is, I think it's the empathy in me. I can't give a pass to anyone who drives a vehicle while under the influence. And he failed the sobriety test. Maybe it's because he has a bad back. Maybe it's because he's unathletic.
Unathletic, dude.
I'll never give a pass to somebody who drives under the influence.
Hold on. Let's talk about Tony Romo's had a bad back, which led to his retirement. He
Yep.
had multiple cracked ribs, multiple leg injury, all sorts of stuff. The NFL quarterback in a physical era. Understandable. He's not going to walk the same at 47 or however old he is.
Yeah.
This is my thing. As the golfer here, was he out there on the golf course drinking? Hell yeah. Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course he had a couple of drinks. Do I think he was at a level where he couldn't operate his vehicle? No. I honestly think, yes, he did make maybe an unsafe pass. He made an illegal move. Ticket him for that. But I think watching this clip, most of her suspicion comes from him not being able to hear. Meanwhile, he tells her multiple times, hey, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're on the side of the damn highway. There's cars rushing by. It's hard to hear. She increases the level of her voice a couple of times and then just goes right back to the same level of talking that she was before. When he keeps asking questions, I think that's what raises her suspicion about all of it. To me, it's just...
Was he
to me,
not?
it's
But
tough.
here's my thing. He also refused. He refused the breathalyzer.
Yes.
Is that a crime?
No,
not
I
at
don't
all.
think it's a
Not at all,
crime to
not at
refuse a
all.
breathalyzer.
But if you haven't been drinking,
So hold on,
and if you're not drunk,
there's no rule against having a drink or maybe even two in your system and being able to drive legally.
no,
that's
but
possible.
If he knew he wasn't gonna blow over the limit, or if he knew he hadn't been drinking,
this is different though.
Talk to me.
I've been.
That ain't true.
Mom, close your ears.
That ain't true.
What
Close your
part's
ears.
not true?
Here's wrong.
What?
You're wrong.
You can't have any?
No, they can arrest you for any blood alcohol percentage.
Oh, okay.
They can
damn.
arrest you for any
Okay,
blood
they can
alcohol
run you. I
percentage.
didn't know they could arrest you for any
Producer
blood
Kevin,
alcohol
Bro,
percentage.
cops do what they do what they
But
want,
yeah,
man.
okay.
Cops
My
do what they want, bro.
So if I have a sip of alcohol,
Yeah.
I could be arrested for it. Okay, understandable. I thought 0.8 or 0.08
.08
was
is usually the legal limit but
I don't know. Where
some
I'm from,
states
that's what
have
the legal
different-
limit is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about other states or whatever the hell it is. But I don't know. My thing is, I've had numerous times where I'm sure
Why are you smiling?
Mom, close your ears. I've had numerous times where I'm sure I probably would have been over the legal limit, maybe, or somewhere around it. But I've been fully coherent, capable of operating a vehicle. Now, is that good? No. Don't ever do that. Don't. Have I done it before? Yes. Was I capable of getting home safely? Yes. Was I also in a position to safely operate my vehicle? Absolutely.
But if you
do,
get-
I think
let
he
me-
was anywhere near where I was in some of those moments? No.
Here's my thing. With all due respect, if you're a public figure, if you have money, if you're a human, if you drink excessively, or if you drink to the point of driving and you get pulled over, I'm just not gonna feel bad for it. We've been in this situation before where we've had drinks in the speakeasy. I'm like, hey, chill for another hour.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, facts.
Like we've had
Yeah,
things
that's
where it's like, hey, chill for another. I've literally been like, hey, you need me to call your car?
Yeah.
You need me to like, and that's
Shady,
just
give
the
me your keys.
speakeasy.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that to say like, I'm not going to feel bad for somebody who drinks and drives. Now this is ignorant Acho, goody two shoes take bet. With all due respect, I'm never going to kill somebody while driving and drinking. I promise you that.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can't have.
I
that's
also
me.
just don't think you should give them any evidence that you did, even if that was the
Yeah,
case.
like,
you can fight this
come on,
case
man.
now
Yeah.
because all the
Yeah.
body cam shows, and like they're also just not going to want to take this shit to court with you. Like if you really want to take it to court with them, they're not going to want to. You operated the vehicle. You don't look overly. You passed a field sobriety test.
Yeah.
It's not a situation where I want to give you any evidence. If I blow 0.1, then you have reasonable suspicion or whatever it is. Now there's evidence that goes along with it, and I'm guilty. Don't do that.
And I told there's just times like you say it's easy for you to say if you're not drunk, just take the breathalyzer. I'm sure you've been asked for your phone a time or two.
What you talking about, bro? Go ahead, break this down.
If you hadn't had any drinks that day,
You might not have nothing to hide in your phone. You might have been being faithful. You ain't stepped out, ain't cheated, nothing. You're not turning over that cell phone if she asks for it.
If you ain't got nothing to hide,
Nothing to hide. You still not turning the phone over because some things are just about dignity and principle. Like, no, you can. I'm not going to take the breathalyzer because that can be spun into any sort of
but here's
thing.
my
It
thing.
may not be.
It's a true story.
He ain't get Fox's phone.
I'm in college.
He ain't get Fox's phone.
That wasn't me. That's the other one. I'm in college. I'm driving a black S500, right? Tinted windows, rims, all the things. Driving.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait.
You were driving a
You're-
Toyota Corolla for my Texas Longhorns in 2011.
Yeah, what?
What's wrong with you, man?
I get pulled over at like 12:30 a.m. Right? Just came back from 6th Street.
Where was you at?
I was downtown.
partying.
Just came back from 6th Street.
Yeah.
Cop pulls me over, wind down. Excuse me, sir, have you been drinking? I'm like, nah, I've actually never drank. They're like, well, you got a strong. It smelled like too much cologne or something. And I guess if you drink, people spray cologne to cover up the scent of alcohol. I don't know. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. I guess if you get pulled over,
if you
have
smoking
cologne in
weed,
the car,
yeah, you spray
smoke
cologne.
weed,
You smoking weed,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
not drinking.
I
Yeah.
can do this without doing.
So
Yeah.
like she asked me to get out the XYZ, and I was like, I ain't got nothing. There can't be alcohol in my system.
Yeah.
So literally, I'm like, I ain't got nothing to hide. You want me to blow up blood? What's the call? You want me to?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm just like, Trey, I don't know if I agree with you.
But
if you have nothing to hide.
Okay, Tony Romo had something to drink, guys. He did. He had something to drink earlier in the day.
But-
Do I think he was to the level where he couldn't operate his vehicle? No.
And so
That's the difference.
to answer your question from a legal standpoint, if the law in Milwaukee or in Wisconsin says you cannot have any drinks and get behind the wheel, if he knows that he has a drink, he may know I'm under the legal limit, but I have had something to drink. So therefore a breathalyzer is going to trigger, so I'm not going to take it. I'm going to refuse it. And also breathalyzers are not 100% accurate. So there's some what I want to say, some credence to not taking one as well. Like a blood test is going to give you the most accurate read on your blood alcohol content level.
Yeah, the standard limit
So
in
you can
Wisconsin.
request that as a driver and be like, no, I don't want to take a breathalyzer. I'd rather do the blood test. It becomes a whole thing. It buys you time to get downtown. They got to hold you. They got to get a judge to sign off on it to draw your blood. They got to take the labs. Don't ask me how I know this. It is because yes, it is for personal experience. But you know,
no, and the standard
there's ways
limit
to
in
get around
Wisconsin is 0.08 for drivers 21 and older. Does he? Do I think he would have blown 0.08? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Because I've seen people at 0.08, or I've seen people get away with a lot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
facts.
And they might not show signs of it, but I just think it's a tough situation overall. Anyway,
Hey, we got any super chats on that moment topic before we move? Also, y'all know this show finna be live. Hit the
Come on
subscribe
now.
button. If it's your first time in the Speakeasy, welcome. Hit the like button to show some love. Push us further into the algorithm so more people can watch this show. Hit the bell button. Be notified anytime we go live. We're Sunday to Thursday, 11:15 p.m. Eastern time. Let's get to some super chats, sir.
Super chat from Nigel said, first time super chatter. What up, Speakeasy? What trajectory would Mike Vick have been on without the troubles that he had during his career? Is he a top 5 quarterback? Yes or no?
Who was it?
Mike Vick.
Mike Vick. Without his
Top 5 of all time.
yeah, that was the question.
I had to fix my face.
Is he a top 5 QB?
No.
That's my boy though. Mike Vick is Vick.
y'all think he would have gotten MVP?
Yeah. He finished second 1 year.
Yeah.
And then he went to jail and came back and did that. If Cam Newton got one, he'd have got one.
Ooh, Cam Newton is actually not a bad comp for him. Not a bad comp. If he would have stayed,
Yeah, and then Mike thought he's a thrower of football. First.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he probably would. If he would have met Andy sooner too, though, because maybe if he don't go to jail, maybe he meets Andy. But McNabb was there.
He got McNabb out of there. You ever forgot?
Yeah, I'm like maybe he meets Andy in like
McNabb was older at that time though too.
Yeah,
McNabb was special, but Vic. McNabb was nice. Nice. People don't give him enough credit. He was nice, but Vic is special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair. Well said.
That's fair. Alec the Don says start bench cut. You need a monster performance or you lose the game. You got T.O., you got A.B., and you got Puka. Start bench cut. You need a monster performance.
In primes?
T.O., bench A.B., cut Puka.
I think that's
I'm starting AB.
T.O.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm benching AB.
Oh, I don't know. T.O.
What are they asking?
You need a huge game.
Oh, AB.
Starting AB over T.O.
Starting yes.
Right.
AB.
Yeah.
T.O.
No.
And Puka.
Yeah.
And then Puka.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I'll
AB
take
was
T.O.
finna go crazy.
I'm starting T.O.
Yeah, AB. Yeah.
Shads, our British resident in the Speakeasy super chat said, Shady, gold is great.
God is great all the time.
Gold is great.
Gold is great.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that?
He's
British.
He's from London.
He's in Euros.
He resides in London town. Yo, Bear, quick question. Mahomes 2018, Curry 2015 and 2016.
I mean, who's greater?
And who's greater in this sport?
Curry 15, 16. 400 threes. We're never gonna see that again, bro. And I think Mahomes was phenomenal. What do you have, like 50 touchdowns and like less than 10 interceptions? It was incredible. But I think we could see another season similar. 400 threes, generational.
I'm going with Steph.
Yeah, I think Steph.
Just because like for the sports, like Mahomes went to Texas Tech, right? Mahomes has elite talent. Because Mahomes ain't got no crazy great built body. Like he's a workaholic. You know what I'm saying? Like where everything that Steph got, from my opinion, he had to really earn and work for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Davison.
I'm going to Davison. I'm not elite with size. I'm not elite with speed. I'm not elite with quickness. I'm not that athletic. I can't really jump. He had to do so many things to be elite. Yeah. That's why I think he's such a special player. Steph, or not Steph, but Patrick Mahomes, like I can see him being great.
Yeah,
big ass arm. You know what I mean? The way he plays, he's elite.
Yeah.
Where Steph wasn't really elite. He had to earn all that elite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a little
Mahomes
different.
is more God gifted. Natural talent.
God-gifted.
Curry is a lot more work ethic, earned talent, in the gym, getting reps in and shit like that. For sure. He said for him, it's Mahomes. He said, Shady's my fave. Keep talking that talk, baby.
I will.
Mike Drop Tequila said Jalen Carter earned his contract. He just has to prove it consistently.
Thank you.
Which he can do.
Thank you.
Boomer2388 said it's all love, Trey, but you up in the Speakeasy looking like 1/3 of the Three Blind Mice. Always go Birds. I did drop the shades. Had to put the glasses on so I could see.
Yeah, old ass man.
JBX1310 said, Carebear, just letting you know, I stand with you on that comment yesterday about grown men watching Marvel. Nothing wrong with it. It's literally just another form of entertainment.
Hold on.
Just like
Time
sports.
out.
Look at you. Look at you. Big
I don't know what
ass
the hell that
ham
was.
hawks. Knocking shit over.
I don't know. Look, Shady, don't get on my ass about the Marvel shit.
Yeah, get it there.
When you
Uh-oh.
are solely responsible for the hatred of the entire community after you spoiled Endgame in 2019, brother.
Ooh.
R.I.P. my dude Tony Stark, and you misspelled his name. The internet hated you after doing that, so you definitely went and watched the movie early.
That is true.
I remember that.
That is true.
Shady, they remember that. You went there a day before everybody else was able to watch it like a nerd. So I don't want to hear it from you no more.
Shit.
He got on my ass about going to see Spider-Man on Thursday night.
Is that true?
Come on, man.
Shady, what say you?
Once he got done yelling, I'm going to tell you what happened.
Go ahead.
So, like Trey talked about, I took my 7-year-old at the time.
Yep.
He kept bugging me. We had these interviews. After my games, he interviews me. After movies, we have interviews. That's what we do. It's my son. We joke around. My 7-year-old son, we went to the premiere. I think it was like 4 days before it came out. And I took my son to go watch the movie. The Endgame. Right, cool. We watched green guys, like humans, going to the apes. Or what's the Hulk?
The Hulk.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
So it was cool. Tony Stark, I liked him because he was swaggy. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, Tony Stark, if you don't have your suit, who are you? Billionaire that dates models. I like that. He's rich, billionaire. So we
That's a different movie
we
than
had,
quoted,
we had
by the way.
fun about it, right? We had fun about it. But on his side, though, like, he has no kids.
Yeah, none.
He's faithful. He's just
The
going to
most
watch.
faithful.
He's a grown-ass man.
And I did my study on this, too, though.
Okay.
What age did you leave your mama's house?
That I finally moved out. 21?
How old are you?
27.
All right. So the study shows.
What study show?
A lot of guys that don't have kids that just watch these like action figure cartoons. They be at home a long time before they leave.
Okay. So
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's
Like,
fair.
so he probably watched cartoons.
I didn't go to
so
a
he was like 20.
university, so
That's
Yeah.
fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was watching
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's watching Blue's
Because
Clues.
we all yeah. Because
I
I
feel
left
you.
the house at 17.
Yeah, 17 too.
You left the house at 17.
You let the. I was paying my mama's bills at 20.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
different.
And
It's
he was eating
levels.
Frosted
Yeah,
Flakes.
He was
He would eat Frosted Flakes.
The whole box.
Yeah.
In one sitting.
Watching
Yo,
Blue's
not to
Clues.
be weird,
Yeah.
but they say he just got off Mama Tick.
Yeah.
He just got off.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, just got out. Yeah, off the
So,
nipple.
I get it.
Yeah, I
right
get
off the
it.
nipple.
Trey,
Yeah.
did you move back
Yeah.
into your parents' house after college? Yes or no?
No, I did not, brother. Yeah,
Oh,
you
wow,
talk. You
okay.
talk to the guy.
I was about to say.
You talk to the guy
about to
that
say.
moved out at 17, had a kid at 19, and never ever
he ain't
looked
been
back
back since.
at being
That's
there.
crazy.
Been back since.
That's awesome.
Never. And
That's
we-
awesome. Yeah, let's go band for band then.
We can go degree for degree.
Let's go.
We go education for education.
Let's go sign contract for sign contract.
We go. You are.
Yep. That's what I thought. Yeah. Let's go age for age. Let's go height for height. Never mind. I'm
Yeah, because you go too far, you go too deep, and you go to go
Let's go weight for weight.
You got to go weight for weight. Yeah, this is.
All right, look.
Yeah.
We have to keep the show pushing. The Bucks and their quarterback Baker Mayfield are expected to end contract extension talk, and the plan is now for Mayfield to play this season on the final year of his contract. He's scheduled to become a free agent in March. No new deal for Baker Mayfield, who was saying he wanted to get a new deal heading into training camp. Are the Bucks making a mistake by not signing Baker Mayfield to an
I just want
extension?
to make sure I have all the details.
Go, Shady.
Are you telling me the superstar quarterback for the Bucks? You know the guy says like, "Who are you?" To all pro.
He was in the MVP conversation through 5-6 weeks of the
Wait,
season.
he don't got a deal? Wow. I don't believe you got to do better, Bucks. Go ahead, Acho.
Bucks are making a huge mistake. Baker Mayfield steadied the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team after the greatest quarterback of all time left. When Tom Brady leaves, you're supposed to fall off a cliff. You're supposed to go from a 10-win team to a 2-win team. Baker Mayfield, the very next season after Tom Brady, put up, I believe, the same wins and the same passing yards and the same passing touchdowns as Tom Brady did the year before, without the likes of Rob Gronkowski. So, to me, at the point in which you have a consistently top 15 quarterback in football, a quarterback that is consistently going to give you 3-to-1, 2.5-to-1 touchdown interception ratios, a quarterback that is the physical leader of your team, maturation leader of your team, not signing Baker to a long-term deal, it's just dumb. It's negligent. You're young everywhere else. You can't be young at Q. You're young at running back with Bucky Irvin. You're young at wide receiver with Emeka Buka. You're young on defense now with Ruben Bain. Levante David is gone. Vita Vea, he wants to leave. You're young everywhere. You at least need to have a mature, grown, seasoned, 9-10-year veteran at quarterback this to lead y'all to the promised land. Otherwise, you got the blind leading the blind. So, to me, who on that team is better than Baker Mayfield right now? Not the head coach.
Oh, what?
Consistently, proven. Not who has more talent. Bucky has more talent. Abuka has more talent. But Levante's gone. Vita Vea wants to be gone. Antoine Winfield, I would say, is better than Baker Mayfield.
Everybody you just named is better than him, though.
They're more talented, not better.
No, just better. Just better.
Off one season?
In their position, they're better than him.
Off one season?
And there's some guys, bro, you know for the future what you have. And they're for the future because they're really good players. Finally, a team got it right. So this is what you're telling me. You want me to go out there and give more money to a quarterback when you already know what his ceiling is? You already know what his ceiling is. He has a couple good games. We're going to talk about him, and then the Baker Mayfield shows up. You can't go too far with him, right? And my thing is he a franchise guy? No. So my question to you is, why are we paying him? Just to say we got a quarterback paid? I'm all about winning and getting better and better and better. I don't think they get any better with Baker Mayfield. You've seen what it is. Couple good games. We're going to talk about him, and then
If I were to tell y'all
same story every year.
that Baker Mayfield had the second most touchdown passes in the last 3 years in all of football, not in his division, not in the conference, in all of football, that is why you pay him. Because it goes Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson. You are the company you keep. The dude has more passing touchdowns than Matthew Stafford and Lamar Jackson in the last 3 years and is second to Jared Goff. Like, that is why you pay him. None of those guys are we looking to replace.
And guess what? Every guy you just named, they got contracts. They're good. Like, you can create stats with how you want to say it and word it and all that. Drew Rosenhaus taught me that. Drew said, Shady, you can make any stat look great for your sake. He told me that. And that's what you just did. Cool with that. And I think that's a great stat to have. All them other quarterbacks, the team wants them. It's the reason why they don't want Baker Mayfield. We're in a league where it's dominated by quarterbacks.
Yep.
Right? So if you got one, why not keep him? Something that you don't know that they know. And what they know is that we know our ceiling with Baker Mayfield.
But here's the problem with your logic. You don't agree that them getting rid of Vita Vea is wise. So now why all of a sudden are you giving them credit? They should be paying Vita Vea. Them not paying Vita Vea doesn't mean that they're smart and Vita Vea is bad. It just means they're dumb.
Well,
so them not paying somebody doesn't.
Well, that's a different situation. He wants to leave because he's not getting the money he wants. Baker wants to stay because Baker knows I don't have the type of market that Vita Vea has. Right?
I disagree with that. Baker Mayfield would make more money in the open market than Vita Vea. He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback. But I'm saying, I'm not talking about the money you're going to make. I'm talking about teams that want you. There's more teams that say, you know what, I'll take Vita before I take Baker.
Yes, but because you can play 3 defensive tackles.
One guy's is better. You tell me.
Yes, Vita Vea is better.
Okay, so stop acting like that's not the conversation. One dude is a lot better. One dude is like, one of the best in the pros.
Here's why I can't give you that he's a lot better. Vita Vea is not a top 5 defensive tackle. We just had that conversation.
What is he then?
He's a top 12 defensive tackle. And Baker Mayfield's like a top 12 quarterback. So
I don't know about that.
Which part? The Vita Vea part's not a lie.
I don't know about that.
And
I think Vita is a top 10 type of dude. That's what I think.
Okay, then Baker's a top 10 type dude.
I don't think he's a
Baker's somewhere between 8 and 12, Shady.
I don't think so, bro. I just don't think so. I think for their careers, since Vita has gotten to the league, he's been a problem.
True. Very true.
Baker Mayfield in the league, he's a guy that people make excuses up like you for his shortcomings. Truth. With the Browns, you're gonna make some story up how they finally won a game, and you and TJ Ward was acting like that was a Super Bowl, but he wins one playoff game, and that was like the Kumbaya moment, right? Which they were led by a great running back, but we won't talk about him because that don't matter, I guess. Then he goes to Carolina and he doesn't even start, right? He starts the game or so.
Sure.
Help me out because I don't want to say anything wrong.
I think he started.
Then he goes to the Rams, sits the bench there, and he makes a good game, and then right?
Yep.
Okay, then he gets a chance to go with the Bucs. So, I mean, if we really being technical, for the number 1 draft pick of a whole entire draft, what do you say about his career? For the number 1 pick in the draft, with all this hype we talk about, with a draft with Lamar Jackson and a guy named Josh Allen, 2 MVPs in the same draft. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
For them guys being that draft, you be picked number 1. What would you say about Baker Mayfield's career?
I would say that he is a average to above average number 1 overall pick, and maybe above average.
He's definitely above average in today's.
Because when you think about,
if you look at quarterbacks across the league, who's number 1?
Even hold on,
Jared Goff.
But even if you think Jameis Winston, Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow. I'm just naming number 1 overall picks of the quarterback position
of all time right now,
like last 15 years, like modern era, right? You can add Sam Bradford. Caleb Williams went number 1. Like, he's above average. He's not as good as Caleb, but he's better than Jameis. He's not as good as Cam, but he's better than Bradford. He's not as good as Burrow, but he's better than Kyler.
I just want to ask you because some guys got injury issues. Some guys got a lot of different things, right? So that's why I want to go to every number 1 pick. Everybody got their own situation. I'm just asking you, right? Because let's stick to the question I'm asking you.
Yes, sir.
For Baker Mayfield being the number 1 pick overall, what do you have to say about his career?
It's above average. I
like that.
I agree with
that. I agree. So hold up. Vita Vea is not above average. Never. He's never
good.
been that. Right.
Can I chime in? I feel like Baker's actually coming into his own now as a starting quarterback. Agreed. It took longer than other years, but as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the last 3 seasons, he's averaging 4,000 yards a season, 32 touchdowns, and 12 picks. And he has a playoff win in that time period against the Philadelphia Eagles. And 2 playoff appearances in 3 seasons. I think that's a quarterback. When you look across the league, that's a quarterback that deserves to be paid. Does he deserve to be paid top 3 money in the league? No. But at the quarterback position, how many guys are going out there and giving you a guaranteed 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 12 picks, and making you a playoff contender and actually showing up and playing decent in playoff games? There's a lot of guys who have more talent, who have more hype, who have better whatever intangibles, but they are not capable of going out there and giving you 4,000, 32, and 12. They can't.
And playoff appearances.
And playoff appearances. Wins.
The division is like, I mean, are we going? That division is like anybody.
Okay, he beat the Eagles.
But I'm just saying that
he's a better looking number 1 overall pick than Bryce Young in the same division.
You said that division. I mean, the Panthers ain't that good. They ain't that much.
Nor the Saints.
All that whole division is real bad. Like real bad. Like it's been one of the worst in the last couple of years. Like consistently.
Sure.
They've been consistently been the worst division. That's one thing. Number 2 is, it's just funny that like certain players I learn y'all want to like give excuses for, and other guys that's really good that have this problem, y'all don't do that with. I'll just say this for Baker Mayfield, because it's not like a hate on him. I'm just being honest about it. And it's such a desperate league for quarterbacks. It's the reason why they do not want to give him money and pay him.
Because they're dumb.
Okay, whatever.
I think it's a bad move. I think it's a bad move.
Another thing is, like, I don't think how much teams is dying to go pay Baker Mayfield.
Well, what do you?
I remember when the first time they paid him, and I had a great relationship with Todd Bowles. We had a boxing match, right? I'm there all dripped out, swaggy. You know what I mean? Jewelry, dancing and all that. Had a nice little date with me. You know, her and her friend, they all looking beautiful. And we sitting there and we talking, and I'm like, Bowsy, what's popping? What's good? Just like that. I said, Bowsy, what's popping? What's good? He said, what's up, Shady? How you doing? I said, I'm living large, as you can see. But dog, why you sign Baker Mayfield? You know what he said to me? He said, well, for the money that we can pay him and for what we need, it was a good fit.
Yeah.
And that bitch told me, it's like, yo, we don't think much of him, right? But he is good enough where we can pay him cheap, and we got a great defense and a great team around him. That's what you did. So now that he wants more money, he's like, I'm not paying him that. I'm not paying him that, man.
I mean, I'm
not paying for above average first round pick like you just said.
Let me land the plane here. Rome, send a screenshot I sent you to Kieran. Let me land the plane here. It's Shady and Blackjack.
Jump off the plane.
You hit on 16s?
I always stay.
Okay, why?
I'm consistent.
Okay. Blackjack, you hit on 17s.
I'm consistent. I never hit on 17s.
Of course. The reason you probably don't hit on 17s, can't speak for you, but the reason most people don't hit on 17s, because you're more likely to get a card that hurts you than a card that helps you. In 17, it's only about 6 or so cards that can help you, but in 17 is about 8 or so cards or 7 or so cards that can hurt you. Maybe 17, it might be 5 to 8. That being said, if you move off of Baker, there's more quarterbacks that can hurt you than there are quarterbacks that can help you. So why the hell would you move off of Baker? It's the same reason you don't hit on 17. You hit on 17, you don't know what you finna get that next card out the deck. The next card you get, it might be a 7. It might be an 8. It might be a 9. It might be a face. If you move off of Baker, you might get a Bryce. You might get a Taylor Heineke. You might get a Desmond Ridder. So that is the reason for me, like, you can't move off of somebody if the odds of you getting somebody else are worse. That's what it comes down to for me.
And I'll leave it at this. The first thing you said, I asked you about his career, you said above average. I'm not mad at the Bucs don't want to pay above average quarterback extra money. I ain't about that.
Where we at? Let's get some super chats, Trey. Let's get some super chats.
Let's get some super chats rolling. Listen, I'm gonna start off with Javen Lott, who said, "What's happening with y'all boys? Trivia: which 2 cities are tied for the most hosted Super Bowls in NFL history? Also, would y'all consider doing a Speakeasy Fantasy League? Love from the boot. Who that?
Miami
Go
and
Saints.
Phoenix, or Miami and Arizona. I would say for the Super Bowls. Miami's had hella
You
Super Bowls.
gotta pick a city in Arizona.
Because
what 2
Scottsdale.
cities?
Yeah,
It's Scottsdale.
it's Scottsdale.
Okay,
Where the
bet.
stadium is at? Or no, not Scottsdale. Glendale.
Yeah, it's
where the stadium
Glendale. It
at.
is Glendale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shady, I don't know. You have any guesses?
Yeah, I got one.
Miami's got to be one though.
Super Bowls?
Super Bowls, yeah, in NFL history, host cities.
I'm going to an old stadium.
Okay.
I'm
Chicago's old stadium.
No, it's outside. It's cold. You got to be hot. Somewhere hot.
Yeah, you're
Somewhere
right.
hot. I like the Miami.
Yeah, Miami's a good.
Miami's got to be one of them. Maybe the only other ones I can think of, maybe Atlanta or New Orleans. I think Arizona.
I don't say New Orleans, but I'm gonna say either Miami or I'm gonna do New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans is that's good. They also said LA in the chat as a guess,
LA's a
but
good one.
it looks like the chat is telling us New Orleans is one.
I like New Orleans.
I can't tell if people are guessing or
It's
give me
gotta be
the
Miami.
correct answer. People are saying Miami and New Orleans is the highest one. Fact check us if that's not correct. Let me know, but I'm gonna get to the next super chat, which says the real one, Obi Shady. Explain Jalen Hurts' stats versus Baker
Miami, New
Mayfield's
Orleans.
stats. Jalen can't touch him. Is that why you mad? You not paying him, but you paying Jalen? What the
Jalen-
F, Shady?
Yeah.
Take the shades off. Jalen has a great team around him. He should be mediocre, just like Baker.
Well, Jalen Hurts, believe it or not, has an All-Pro, first team All-Pro.
Yeah.
That's something that Baker Mayfield will never get.
Ooh,
Second team All-Pro.
Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
Does Baker Mayfield have second team All-Pro?
No.
Okay. Baker Mayfield will never get a second team All-Pro. That will never happen. Baker Mayfield probably gets a lot of alternate Pro Bowls. Probably something Jalen Hurts will probably never get. Another thing about Jalen Hurts is he's a winner, though. Say what you want about him. You can have all the stats you want. He find ways to win the games.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I mean,
fair.
and then like last thing,
Yep.
I don't want to have an argument about a Super Bowl MVP and a guy that has an above average career. I don't want to do that.
You know that.
Baker beat him in the playoff game, though.
I don't want to do that though.
That's true. That is true. Where else we at?
Listen, Rev Up Joe 50 sent 50 and said, what numbers Baker going to put up without Mike Evans? It's a good question. Keeping it moving, Shad's our resident London Speakeasy fan said, keep 2, cut 4, upgraded player edition, Russ with Dame shooting. Okay. Kieran, are you following?
Sure.
We've got Russ with Dame shooting, CP3 with JT size, D Rose with LeBron's durability, Harden with MJ clutch gene, KG with Kyrie handle, or Magic Johnson with LeBron's loyalty.
LeBron loyalty.
So he's
LeBron
saying
ain't never been caught cheating.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like Magic without HIV is essentially what they say.
Oh,
That's what they saying. That's what he's saying.
Nah, but loyalty with LeBron, that's wild.
That is
because
fair.
he's on 18 teams.
Bro, can I get D Rose and can I get Harden?
So you want D Rose with LeBron's durability?
Yeah.
You're just
Harden
getting more D Rose. I don't think is crazier than some of these other ones.
Harden with Jordan's clutch gene is crazy.
A 6'9" Chris Paul, bro. A 6'9" Chris Paul
That is
or
crazy.
Kevin Garnett with Kyrie Irving's handles.
But see, he didn't change the shot. He didn't change the shot.
KG can still shoot
He
though.
can shoot the mid-range.
I'm talking about the tray ball. Bro, Harden with Jordan's clutch team?
You've never seen
But
anything
Harden got
like
more-
a
but-
6'11" KG with Kyrie's handles.
What about the
I think-
Harden
yeah.
not hustling though?
Yeah.
But
No defensive
I'm out on
effort.
Harden.
But if Harden was clutch, he'd probably have 2 chips, would y'all say?
No, he don't hustle. He don't play defense. No.
I think if Harden's clutch,
He's gonna score more at late in the game.
doesn't he beat the Warriors that year, Game 7, with the Rockets? If he was
No.
clutch, because he went 2 or 13 from 3.
But what
Maybe.
you only talk about one side of the ball.
I'm just saying if he's clutch,
He ain't a leader. He don't hustle.
true.
This is a lot of bad.
it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting super
I'm
chat.
not taking
gotta-
anything more of what we've already seen. I think that's just what it is. Show me something crazy. You know what I mean?
The irrefutable answer, Kieran, that means like you can't argue with it.
Bro.
Is Russ with Dame shooting? Russ with Dame shooting.
Russell Westbrook?
You saying that's
Yeah.
the irrefutable answer?
Like that that is being kept for sure. There's 2. It's keep 2.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie, though,
one of
man.
them for
I'm
sure.
not keeping that. I'm keeping a 6'9" Chris Paul and a Kevin Garnett with Kyrie Irving's handles.
Nah,
I think that's very clear.
I'm going with
I want
Russell
Russell.
we have that ish
Dame-
almost with
if
KD.
Dame
Russell
Hey,
can shoot a
real
little
quick.
bit. It's not
Right now, today, the Russell Westbrook we know today.
Yeah.
If he can shoot like Dame, bro, he'll be elite player.
Come on, bro. He's
can
going
still
down.
play
He's
good
going
now, you know
down.
what I
He's
mean?
going down as a
He
top
really
5
doesn't have
player
much
of all
interest right
time,
now,
bro.
which is crazy. But
That is
that's another
crazy.
story.
Another
Yeah.
That is wild. That was a good one,
Last
Shats.
one, last
Last one. Ken wrote 200X. Who better than to round us off for our next segment? Said, for the first time in 20 years, I don't know what to expect from my Steelers. I don't know what to expect from the AFC North. I knew what to expect from Baltimore and the rest, but not anymore. Everything feels up in the air. Any thoughts on the AFC North and particularly?
It is up in the air.
I know.
Except Lamar's always good.
I can guarantee you this.
Said Iverson
It won't be
handles
no
something
near
like Kyrie.
the schedule of the North, the South. What's the
AFC
Bucks?
South? Oh, NFC South.
NFC South. Yeah. With the Baker don't play that. It was nothing like that.
What's wrong with that division? Shady?
It's one of the worst of all time.
Yeah, that guy.
Of all time.
That's a bad
Would you agree with that?
That's
It's one of the worst.
There's been some bad. No, a losing record made the playoffs before.
They lose every year. What you mean?
No,
they be
so-
like 9-7,
Remember,
9-8, 9.
The
team made
Colts
it at
Colts
7.
division is pretty sad too.
You're
Colts,
the Texans at least and the Jags.
but even it's like Matt Schaub years was,
Oh,
was
them
yeah. I'm
years.
saying
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
You right.
some
In
dark
Texas, it
years
was bad.
You right.
in that division.
Where we
Yeah,
at
they made
here?
a Pick Vince Young song. I remember that. That was crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy times for the
Yeah.
Texans. Look, we have to keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about the best team in the state of Texas when it comes to this football stuff. The Dallas Cowboys and George Pickens participating in one-on-ones today. Look at that beautiful dime drop by Dak Prescott and an even better catch. Look at the concentration right there from George Pickens. Jerry Jones chimed in and said, make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, George could be a Cowboy for a long, long time to come. Jared Jones speaking out, saying, George Pickens is here. He's here to stay, and he could be a Cowboy for a very, very long time to come. Do you guys think Pickens will regret signing or not signing a long-term contract this offseason?
I don't know, bro. This is one I'm so torn on, Shady, because I think this is one of the dumbest fiscal decisions an NFL player can make in the modern era. Like, the franchise tag, we all agree, is a net negative for NFL players. And George Pickens, you're about to go play on the franchise tag when you're under an agent and in an agency where every player that has refused to play on the tag has become the highest paid at the position. Like, it's just so baffling to me. If I was in a household where all my siblings did something and they became the highest paid in history for doing that thing, and then I decided to go left when they all went right, it's mind-blowing. For those that are like, Acho, what the hell are you talking about? Jalen Ramsey previously held out when he was with the Jags. He went to the Rams, got $100 million, highest paid cornerback in history, and won a Super Bowl. Earl Thomas was with the Seahawks. He wanted a new contract, held out all training camp, unfortunately broke his leg, went to the Ravens, became the highest paid safety in the history of the National Football League. Micah Parsons, just last year, was with the Cowboys. He held out all training camp, got traded to the Packers, became the highest paid end in the history of football. These all had the same agent. They were all elite at their position. George Pickens, there is a blueprint to follow where you could become the highest paid in the history of the sport and you want to do something else. Not going to question your humanity, not going to question your desire to play football, but from a fiscally responsible decision, it is incredibly fiscally irresponsible, and you're just playing into the Cowboys' hands. So shout out to Cowboys fans, because it's good for Cowboys fans, but it's just so incredibly unwise to me. I can't wrap my head around it.
And you know what? And I think about this, man. Like, he has one of the best agents in football. So I can't imagine him going out there and going to camp and playing with pads on. And then I look, and he is,
bro.
And I'm thinking about this is like, well, the Cowboys is known for they may be tough for a little bit, but eventually they give in. I watched when Ezekiel Elliott had the same situation going on, and he had to hold out, and he went to combo. And you know what happened? He came back and they paid him. And I was thinking about, like, even with Zach Martin. Zach Martin had the same little issue. And they found some money for him. So, a Cowboys, they need to win this year. And you're not going to win if George Pickens is not there, right? Pay that man. I don't even see what's the argument about. And my thing is, for you to be that good of a receiver and have that much talent and time to show it, why would you go out there and play? Because listen, if this is a business, if something goes wrong and he breaks a shoelace, they are not going to be willing to pay him the money he's supposed to get. I'm just surprised he's out there. Normally on the NFL, you never really see this. When it comes to the elite players, they take their time. And a lot of them, it's going to surprise you when I tell you these names. Bosa. When Nick Bosa, as great as he is, he had to hold out for his money.
Chris Jones.
Donald.
Yep.
I mean, it probably won't be no player as good as him. I'm out the name, but bro, they play around with his money. He had to wait a little bit before he got paid. Who'd you just say?
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones is another one of the top tier dudes. He had to wait to get his money.
Darrell Revis did.
I can name over and over and over again. This is what happens though. So, fellas, bro, don't be scared. The way you play on the field, that is your insurance. And don't get on that field without getting your money. You can't do that. So, I don't know what the Cowboys going to do. if they're gonna pay him or not. But George Pickens, bro, you too good of a player to go through this, man. Put your career first.
They're banking on the immaturity that George Pickens is displaying, and not immaturity as a human, immaturity as far as like lack of trust. George Pickens, the Cowboys are banking on you saying, I gotta go play football. I gotta play football. I need football. Like, they're banking on you saying that as opposed to you. They're banking on him booby milesing it. Like, they're banking because they're banking on that.
I'm not on that.
Because if he were to just say, no, I'm not playing. You want to know what's going to happen? And he holds in, he'd be the highest paid wide receiver in football. But if it's like, I love football, I got to go play, they're banking on that. And, bro, if you get hurt, you know what they're going to say? Man, George, we're sorry, man. Sorry, bro. Wishing you a speedy recovery, George. That's it. You want to know what Kieran's going to say? Man, praise up for you, George Pickens. And that's it. On to Jalen Tolbert and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, Jalen Tolbert gone. But
you don't even need an agent for this. See, now, why even have one of the best agents in the game if you're not going to take his advice? I know David didn't tell him to go out there and play like that.
No.
Right? So my thing's like, yo, you know what you should do? You should save money, get rid of your agent, and do what you're doing.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
And make way more money. Make all the money you're going to make, because I know for you having one of the best agents in the game from Athletes First, there's no way he's telling you to play right now.
So you might as well not even have an agent.
So you might as well get rid of him as an agent and make all the money you can make.
Yeah.
If you're going to go out there and practice and play with pads on and tackle
with pads on, bro.
Can I?
Not with pads.
George Pickens has no doubt in my mind earned a huge contract, for sure. It's frustrating that we haven't signed him, of course. But I also think this is a situation where George Pickens could be a top 5 paid receiver in the league this year. Or he could play this year, do exactly what he did last year, and be the highest paid receiver in the entire league. We're forgetting, and I say this all the time, he came from a situation in which he was not featured. He just had the best year of his career in an offense that could actually feature him. There's going to be other teams that would love to offer him and make him maybe a top 3 paid wide receiver in the entire National Football League, but they are not going to be able to feature him the same way that the Dallas Cowboys are. And I think that's the heart of this decision. He enjoys playing alongside CeeDee Lamb. He enjoys Dak Prescott being his quarterback, and he enjoys the fact that he is a featured part of this offense and is going to eat in this offense. Now, I do think because of the risk of injury, and this is football and any time that can happen, yes, financially, I can see why you would think it's a bad move. But I also think for a guy in George Pickens' situation who's had the talent and who had 3 years in Pittsburgh and never, ever got a chance to showcase his full ability and wasn't going to be anywhere near the contracts that he's talking about possibly receiving now, he was never in that situation if it wasn't for coming to Dallas. And yes, I think he should play this year for my Dallas Cowboys. I do. I think it's a smart move. I think he's doing great right now. I think it's an awesome decision.
Is he being serious, or this is a fan?
He's a Cowboys fan.
What are we talking about? You would tell your son that?
Hell no. No, of course not. No,
that's crazy, bro.
No, but I'm also not betting on him getting injured, and I think he's not betting on himself
nobody
getting
does.
injured.
But I got one for you.
Yeah.
I got a better player than him that went through this. Ooh. What's the safety for the Seahawks?
Not Earl.
Earl Thomas.
Yeah, Earl Thomas.
Come on, man. Like, that was crazy.
Yep.
Like,
Earl thing was crazy.
Come on, bro.
And my thing that's crazy is, like, he's practicing in camp, Kieran. It's one thing if he was like, hey, I'm not going to practice during camp.
I'm playing the game.
But I'm going to play the games. But you finna risk getting hurt in one-on-ones. Like, here's what it is for me, Kieran. It's risk-reward, bro. Risk-reward. What is the reward of practicing during training camp? You'll get better. You'll impress the fans in Oxnard. Kieran will see some clips on you on Instagram and be like, oh, dang, George Pickens looks good. But what's the risk? Mess up an ACL, mess up an MCL, mess up an ankle, separate a shoulder. Like, we just saw a Panthers linebacker first day of camp get hurt. Risk reward. It's just fiscally dumb. And it's not that he's dumb, but it's just a dumb business.
And another thing is, though, sometimes, because Karen, that take you gave me, sometimes we forget as people, especially not athletes, that football, yes, is a sport. This is his job. This is his business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, all he has is his healthy body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he can't play, there's going to be no contract conversations.
Well,
this is crazy,
well,
man.
When I say that, though, I do mention, like, it was his job in Pittsburgh, and they fucked with his money for 3 years. They threw his money down the garbage for 3 years, not being able to feature him, not giving him a competent quarterback play. And now he's got it. And now he's worth far more on the open market than he ever was before. I think that holds some weight.
But isn't it? you're only being worth something is irrelevant if you're not getting it. If you're stuck in a marriage and you're not going to file for divorce, it don't matter what you're worth. All that matters is how's that person treating you. You could be worth X, Y, and Z, but if your husband or wife is treating you like dirt, yeah, but I'm worth all this. Well, leave. Oh, wait, you can't because you got franchise tagged? Sorry. So, to me, you're right, Kieran. He's worth a lot more, but what is worth if you can't sell? What this Rolex might be worth something, but if I can't sell it, if my dad is like, no, son, I gifted it to you. You need to pass it down to your son. You can't sell it. It don't matter what it's worth. I'm stuck with it. So George Pickens' value, I just hate that it's irrelevant, Kieran, because like if the Cowboys won't sell him, he's just stuck, bro.
Yeah.
Now he gonna ball, but he's stuck.
No player agent will advise each other to go out there and play.
Nah, I don't think any agent should advise their player to go out there and do it. But when he goes out there and gives me 1,400 yards and we win a Super Bowl, Kieran's gonna feel great. That's all.
Honestly,
but also,
if
he's
he wins
gonna
the Super
feel
Bowl,
great.
he'll feel great.
He'll feel amazing.
He win a Super
and that's
Bowl.
the thing, though. Like it is huge risk, but also we're not talking about. There's a reward too at the end of it. There is. It's not just you're gonna get hurt and this is the worst thing ever. No, he could go out there and have the same exact season he just did. If he does that, if he has the same exact season he just did, he will be the highest paid receiver in the NFL. He will break the market.
Is that how it normally works?
No. But sometimes it does. Dak Prescott.
Quarterback though.
I understand. But sometimes it does. Sometimes it does when you have that star on your helmet. I know y'all wouldn't understand. It's okay.
I saw it with, I think, Shady with Macklin, if you recall. Remember, Matt got hurt. He tore his ACL his contract year. That's why he had to come back and play on a 1-year deal. Played on that 1-year deal, balled enough that Andy Reid, I think, gave him a 5-year 55. But, like, I've just seen players get hurt, Kieran, in these contract-type years, bro.
No, it's a huge risk, and I wouldn't advise my son to do that at all. Absolutely not.
Where we at, Brody?
Keeping the show pushing, we have to talk about the 49ers.
What the hell happened?
Kyle Shanahan addressed the media in his office to clarify that the car accident on July 14th was his fault. Contrary to the CHP database report, Shanahan said he took his eyes off the road briefly to find his phone that had fell down in between seats. When he looked up, he had gone over the line and into an SUV where he hit a woman, apparently. They said he showed reporters a very gruesome looking photo of what looked like the night of his car accident, which landed him in the hospital for 8 to 10 hours and required plastic surgery. We have not yet seen Kyle Shanahan's face after all of this, but he said his concussion caused fatigue and has made it difficult for him to focus for long periods of time, especially when watching film. You guys' reaction to this news out of Kyle Shanahan, an out-fault accident resulting in a concussion, plastic surgery, broken face, and multiple injuries for Shanahan.
I'm glad he's okay, first and foremost. I'm glad the person he hit, I believe, is okay. But we're being lied to tremendously. This whole story's a lie, Shady. I don't believe none of it. Shady, Shanahan got into a car accident that was so severe that he had like 40 stitches. If you get into a car accident in this day and age that's that severe, how do we not hear about it? Like, this wasn't a small fender bender that happens right outside where we're recording the show. This is an accident that's so legitimate that we should have heard about it. How did it not get reported? How did we not find out until the day before they reported a tramp? How did the person that Shanahan hit get the one that was accused of actually being at fault? Then Shanahan came out and said that he was at fault. So to me, like, I don't believe anything going on. Shanahan said he was looking at his phone, looked down, so he like dodged that he was texting and driving. But the whole thing is a lie, and also, why Shanahan admit it? That's the other thing that to me is just dumb. Like, Shanahan, nobody caught you, so why'd you snitch on yourself?
He's concussed.
I got more thoughts, but
I can tell you why. Because this is purely speculation. I'm not saying there's any weight to this at all. But if you had the opportunity, let's say, hypothetically, he was drunk driving, right? But it didn't get found out for one reason or another, right? It didn't have to do a breathalyzer, the blood test at the hospital didn't test for that, whatever. But that's what he was actually doing. If I can skirt that issue and everything that comes with that to just say, oh, I dropped my phone and was reckless and negligent when I was driving to pick up my phone and then swerved and crashed the car, I'm taking that option 100% of the time. He copped a plea. I think it's probably, to what you said, much worse than what we've actually seen and what we're hearing and what we know, because my mom always tells me there's 3 sides to a story. His side, their side, and the truth. And right now, we've only heard one side of the story. So I can't take that with a lot of weight or just fully, invest in that being the truth. And I think there was more to it, but I think he took the lesser of two evils, because there probably was a lot more at stake and going on with Kyle.
But did he have to take this at all? Like, he didn't have to take a plea. He wasn't being accused of anything. That's what's weird to me is, like, Shanahan, you could have just continued to act like she was at fault and not said anything. But
if he really is at fault and it is as bad as whatever we're speculating, then your best bet is to get in front of it. Hey, I know I just crashed your car. Keep this under wraps. I'm gonna make sure you're well taken care of. I'll pay you whatever you need to get paid. Please just do not, like, I got a big season coming up. We got Super Bowl. Like, we just made some great deals during the offseason. Keep quiet. Let me keep this under wraps. Let me control the narrative. Mm-hmm. You get paid, you get recovery, you get the medical attention and help and everything that you need. I'm going to do the same, and I can get out in front of this. That is my opinion. Who knows how far off or on base I am, but I think he's just controlling the narrative with this one.
It is interesting because I do have a story on this I haven't shared before, but this is, I actually think, what happened. I'm playing for a team. I can't say what team. I played for 3, so at least y'all can't know exactly which one. I'm exiting off ramp headed to practice. exiting headed to practice, and I'm chilling. I'm bumping like Andy Mineo, just chilling, just listening to some music on the way to work. I'm chilling. As I exit, straight is a green light, so I know I'm protected because I'm going to the right. Yep. Straight's a green light, so I'm protected. I'm going to the right. So surely the car in front of me is not going to stop. You have no reason to stop. They got a yield sign, so I'm like, we're protected because we got green straight. You're going right. I'm behind you. We good. For whatever reason, they slam on the brakes. I'm thinking they're just going to keep driving because we got a yield sign. They slam on the brakes. I'm listening. Never, boy. Ba-da-da. Boom. Boom. Hit him. I'm like, oh. Yeah. I'm headed to practice, right? So all my teammates going to have to drive by me. I hit one of our security people. He says, Acho, when the cop shows up, send the cop away. I'm going to send you another cop. And that other cop is going to say, it wasn't your fault. It was their fault. I was like, wait, they do that? So I hit him. Cop comes up. Hey, is everything good? I'm like, yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. Somebody's going to come here. That cop leaves. We send another cop. The other cop that comes to document says that she's at fault. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Now, here's why I didn't feel bad. Because afterwards, here's why.
Go ahead,
because afterwards they found out who I was. Played for the team that I played for, and they were like, man, I've been in the hospital for the last couple weeks with the back. My daughter, concussions, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Our head of security had to offer them 2 home tickets plus signed jerseys, and then they were like, oh, no, we're fine. So I think what happened here is Shanahan's at fault.
Yeah.
Niners got ahead of it.
Yep.
Hey, Shanahan, it wasn't you, it was them. Shanahan's like, hell nah. They finna come out and say what really happened. So let me get ahead of it and say, no, I'm at fault. Before this person who I actually hit, who knows I was at fault, says it.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's what really
The craziest part of that story is not that they did that. That's believable. It's that they did it for you. Yeah. And I don't even take shots at your career.
Shady, I understand.
That's usually
Emmanuel Acho,
but to do that for
for a practice squad player
now
on the Browns, Giants, or Eagles. Come on, bro. I'm sorry. Texas, I can understand. I know some crazy things. I know someone drove a car into an apartment building.
True story.
And got and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Scot free.
Yeah.
But Acho,
Bruh,
in the National Football
you gotta understand,
that's crazy.
Google lies. Google says Acho's making $2 million. Average person is making like $42,000. The most.
Yeah.
So
Shady like, damn.
42. I spent that on the air raid.
I spent 42 on my birthday weekend.
Shady, what are your thoughts on Shanahan, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for me, man, because I'm happy that he's safe. You know, that's the most thing I care about.
For sure.
And then also the other person that was involved. I don't really do all the other stuff, fixing it up, clearing up. I'm cool with that. It's supposed to happen like that. It's Kyle Shanahan. It's only one of him. There's a million other people out there. There's one Kyle Shanahan. So I'm happy that they're going to clear it up for his name. But I'm just happy that he's safe, right?
What about whoever he hit?
I just said that I'm happy that he's safe and the person that is involved is safe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But it's only one of them too.
Correct.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I'm happy they both are safe, but I'm happy they cleared it up because it's Kyle Shanahan. Like,
And they them too.
But they are John Doe.
well, I'm happy that they're safe.
Yeah, you can't be happy that they
But I
safe,
said
man.
you said it's one
Yeah,
Kyle
he's
Shanahan.
federal, bro.
Damn. It don't work when
He
you
happy
do
that
it.
he's
It don't
safe.
work when you do it.
But I will say this though, and I don't want to do this, but
Do your job.
you gotta treat your people right, man. Kyle,
Break that down.
let Brandon Aiyuk go, man. Let him go, bro.
Oh, look, you
That's
brought it
crazy,
up.
bro.
Let's go ahead and get to it, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. Look,
That's crazy.
we have to talk about Brandon Aiyuk. He took to Instagram. This might be a reason why Kyle Shanahan is not letting him go. He took to Instagram by saying, "You can't win the race if you crash out. Keep your head up and stay in your own lane. You gonna win."
Crazy Shady.
Crazy shots there at Kyle Shanahan. Also, the GM and head coach of the Washington Commanders, Adam Peters and Dan Quinn, were asked kind of about Brandon Aiyuk. I'll let you guys take a listen. It was a pretty funny clip.
Adam, one for you, just in a general sense, as you're always looking to improve the team, when you're evaluating
to the right,
guys to
though.
maybe bring in for workouts, whatever, what role, if any, does kind of a player's social media have in that evaluation process?
What a question.
That's a good roundabout question.
Badass you are. Straight badass right there.
But no, we look at everything, JP. I mean, it's a great question, but we do look at everything, and we want to make sure it's the right player to be in our locker room, in our bloodstream, and in our culture, and we often we look at that stuff. I mean, it's not always the first thing we look at. Obviously, you're looking at the tape, and you talk to the teams that the players have been on, and how they were in the locker room, the players that have played with them, and so on and so forth to make those decisions. But that's not usually a huge part of it.
Not usually a huge part of it. Guys, what do you guys think this means after hearing the GM of the Commanders talk about him? What does this mean for Brandon Aiyuk?
I'll just say this. Talking about my favorite player right now, Brandon Aiyuk.
Oh my gosh.
The one thing I heard the GM say, he laughed about the social media, but he said, you know what? But we actually watched the tape. Mm-hmm. If we watched the tape and we cut out all the malarkey about in social media and all that other stuff, the tape tells you that he's probably going to be your number one receiver or he's going to be your number 1B receiver. Mm-hmm. That's what the tape's going to tell you. The tape's going to tell you also having a really good young quarterback that had a great rookie season. Second year wasn't as great. You bring a guy like Brandon Aiyuk from his tape, he makes my quarterback play even better. That's what the tape tells you, though. So if you want to go with social media and what's going on, because a lot of things I'm learning with these dudes, like a guy like Antonio Brown that acts like he's crazy and all that, but if you talk to him on a day-to-day, you will say, oh, he's acting.
Yep.
Because people like to, they do their thing for social media. I think Brandon Aiyuk's in that same category. Because if I talk to some of his teammates, his real teammates from the Niners, they say, bro, cool. He just having fun with this. He's having fun with it.
I'll tell you, that's not what George Kittle said.
Who?
George Kittle.
They probably don't really.
That's not what Kendrick Bourne said.
Respectfully, he said he hasn't talked to him.
Correct.
Right. But the other one,
Kittle,
I'm not sure if they on a regular can relate to each other
Trent
every day.
ain't talked to him either.
How you know that?
Trent said it.
I'm going to ask Trent. Because another thing is this, bro, and I tell you this all the time. Players don't really get the media the real truth. Who's the media? Who's the media?
You got Trent number?
Call him.
You know what I'm saying?
I think this was a death sentence for Brandon Aiyuk as it pertains to his career.
Death sentence?
Because you got to hear Shady. Remember, he said, we weigh what a player does to the bloodstream of a team. The Commanders are not, bro. Yesterday, the Commanders fired a tight end coach for a June 7th DWI.
Who cares? Who cares about that, though?
I'm just showing
you can get any coach. We talking about Brandon Aiyuk, an all-pro type receiver.
What I'm telling you is
he's having an autograph signing for the Commanders, and I'm going. Did you know that? Did you know that?
I did.
And I'm going.
I saw that he
with
has
Commander stuff on.
Shady, you're so stupid. I'm saying they're a no tolerance team. You don't fire a coach for a DWI. They fired him. There's a team today, Kieran, you might know, you watch online too. There's a team today that suspended a coach for 3 weeks for a DWI. The Commanders just fired him. Tight end coach, you're gone. I don't care. Sorry, leave. So that tells me that Dan Quinn is on some no-nonsense type stuff. I don't recall when Dan Quinn was coaching the Falcons with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. I think he was no-nonsense then. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Dan Quinn with the Commanders, they don't have a whole bunch of players that get in trouble. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Bro, tight end coach, fired. You don't just fire a coach. A coach is usually your man. So to me, Shady, I don't know if the Commanders are the team that's like, hey, you know what? Brandon Aiyuk, we don't care about your behavior issues. We don't care. I don't see that happening. But you mentioned something interesting, 2-5, because only you can speak to this as far as like people on television or on TV shows. AB, when he was with the Raiders, he called his general manager a cracker. He said, I'm free. He's talking to his grandma, all the things. Then he goes to the Bucs. But even with the Bucs, it didn't end well, so we can't act like he was like perfectly normal. But how was he that Super Bowl year? Like, was there anything where you were like, that's a wild bull? Or was he?
Antonio Brown, I knew Antonio for a while. We had the same agent. And my brother at the time was basically our reps. And he was great. Great dad. I remember taking my son when he was younger to play with Antonio's kids. Like, Antonio Brown was a good dude.
How's Bucs AB, though?
I'm getting to that.
Okay, yep.
And then he has all this stuff going back and forth, right? You know, and then comes to the Bucs. Soon I seen him, we instantly clicked. Like, it's my boy. He was respectful, worked hard than everybody on the team. When he got there, he was the best player on the team when he got there. Everything about him was excellent. On time for meetings, last one to leave the field. Got along with Tom Brady, got along with Bruce Arians, did everything right. Even when he wasn't getting the ball, he did everything right. So, saying all that to say, AB knows how to act. And I think sometimes when they get these cameras in front of them, they do things for attention. And when you do it for attention, you make more money off the field. I think Brandon Aiyuk, bro, I don't know him personally. He became my favorite player maybe a month ago. But I think some of that might just be for entertainment. I'm starting to learn this is like the new day and age thing now.
Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, like, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for AB. I know you just painted a great picture of him. He took off his jersey during the game.
His third year?
I think it was his second year in Tampa.
Second year in
Tampa. He takes off his jersey during a game and does jumping jacks. So, Shady, I'm not going to sit here and act or allow you to just act like AB was just this perfectly sane stand-up citizen.
All his teammates, everything I said, they said the same thing. I do think that it came a time where, you know what, AB was ready to call it quits. When you do stuff like that, you know it's over. And he ain't no young chicken. He like, yo, I ain't the number one receiver no more. I am talent-wise, but for this team, they don't want to make me the number one. I'm the number 3 guy, which sounds crazy for Antonio Brown to ever be a number 3 guy. And yo, you know what? I'm done. When he did that, he's never played another game. He knew he was done. When you do stuff like that, you know it's over. So I think his mind, I'm done with it. Let me go out my own way and make a big deal about it, make some money, make some media, and he left.
And I truly believe that. And you don't think what Brandon Aiyuk is doing is similar? Not the same, but similar.
I think Brandon Aiyuk, let's make a bet.
That'll play again?
I guarantee he'll be on somebody's team and he'll
week
play
1?
Again. Well, bro, I mean,
if you want to bet week 1, I'll bet you.
I don't know if it's week 1. I'm telling you, for him to be so crazy and this and that and such a cancer and team don't want him and all that, I guarantee he'll be playing for a team eventually.
This year.
I mean, when he's not done, whatever.
If you want to bet, I bet this year. If you bet in the future years,
why though? Because once you got that tackle, it is what it is.
Because I think Brandon Aiyuk is going to sit this year, coming to realize, they not playing around. Somebody's going to get to him, mom, dad, friend. Hey, bro, just go to therapy, even if you're just faking it. Go to rehab, even if you're just faking it. Put out a statement. Let me get on Twitter for you. Hey, I've changed my ways. I've blah da 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 da. Go get this money. I think that's what's going to happen.
He's rich. He don't need to do all that. He don't need to do that. He want to play ball. It's going to be a coach out there like Andy Reid that wants to win. You know what I mean? I'm going to put him around real leadership, and we going to play. Like, sometimes sometimes these kids be just doing stuff for attention. We in a real attention-seeking world. Mm-hmm. We got stuff where you already know, you know, he going to play again, though. And I'm taking any bets.
Kieran, what do you make of what the Commanders said about Aiyuk? Does this lead you to believe they're closer to signing him or further away from signing him?
I think I think as things have kind of come out recently, it does look more and more likely that Brandon Aiyuk just knows something that we don't. It does look like, and I do think, given what you saw the GM say, bringing up the tape and then at the end of the clip saying, I don't think it weighs as much. You think about the entirety of what's going on, it's like, yeah, he's saying a lot of crazy stuff on social media, but he's still Brandon Aiyuk on the football field. He's still an absolute problem on the football field. And I think as things are starting to clear up, the smoke is starting to clear up, obviously the 49ers are going to release him at the last minute possible, but I do think it's more likely than not, and I don't want to go against what TJ said, that he will be a Commander at the end of the day. It's just what it seems like to me, given all the Yeah, TJ said he won't.
He won't.
Yeah, he said guaranteed no.
Yeah.
I gotta agree. Bet with
him. I gotta agree with Kieran on this, because if he's asked that question, right, and everybody knows it was addressing the elephant in the room without addressing the elephant in the room, right? If he wanted or needed a reason, he being the GM who answered the question, he could easily have said, whether it was true or not, we absolutely consider social media when weighing players, comfortability or fit or match with our team, with our mission, our objectives, our goals for the season, and then it's just done, right? Then it's like, well, we told you we're not signing Brandon Aiyuk because it is part of our DNA as the Commanders organization to not have guys that are recklessly speaking on social media. He didn't say that. So for me, he left the door pretty wide open for Brandon Aiyuk to just walk on through. So I got to agree with Kieran on that for sure.
He's going to the Commanders. And if he goes there, first of all, another thing, when you got real homeboys that's your boys, y'all going to have arguments. So them and Jalen Daniels, that's small.
Yeah.
They're played together. That's like me and Deshaun have arguments.
Yeah.
We going to get over that. And if he comes to the team, he's probably going to be what? The best player on offense?
To Jaden.
What? I mean,
probably Jaden then.
I can't say that. Why you saying that?
You think you're better than Jaden?
What you mean? I seen Brandon Aiyuk at his best. What do you mean? Like an all-pro player. What are we talking about? I think Jalen Daniels nice, but my man's an all-pro for a reason. I think Terry McLaurin is nice.
Yeah.
But was he ever all-pro?
I don't think it's good.
Okay, all right. And the Niners is a run-first offense. They throw the ball over there in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You would have more faith in Aiyuk than McLaurin this season?
I don't.
I mean, bro, I don't know what it is if y'all get confused about cause how he acts.
Man, he ain't played well also in 2 years.
Bro's nice.
Yeah,
nice.
But he also coming off an ACL.
An ACL, what they tell you? It take a year or two to get right?
Yep.
What's he coming on?
2.
Come on, man.
But he also hasn't played football though.
Man, come on, man.
Would you take that bet?
Shit like riding a bike sometimes.
Would you take that bet?
Yes.
Brandon Aiyuk, if he goes to the Commanders, will have a better season than Terry McLaurin.
I mean,
because I take that bet with you.
Well, I don't want to. I like them both. He's gonna be productive. Can we argue that?
Fair.
That's a low bar.
It is a low bar.
That's
but
a really low bar,
Wow.
Shady.
When guys can come off injury, they don't always be productive.
He'll get 800 yards. It's not hard to do.
He get 1,000 yards. Is that okay to say?
That's now we've raised the bar a little bit. Yeah,
now we talking.
Yeah.
If he does that,
okay,
I'll be proud of him. Hey, we got one more topic of show left today. Again, we weren't here for a long time, but I had to be here for a good time. Rock with us for 15 more minutes if you can and if you shall.
Waves.
But in doing that, make sure you hit the subscribe button before we move on. Then hit the bell button to be notified when we go live. Hit that subscribe button, people. Whatever you're doing, grab your telephone right now. Hit that subscribe button. After that, hit the like button. Pushes us further into the algorithm. More people can watch this show. So we don't ask y'all for much, but we will ask y'all for that. Trey, let's hit some super chats before we move.
Let's do it. I got to start out with my next door neighbor, Dustin Russellberg, 9477, sent a $100 super chat.
Pause.
What?
Who the hell approved that?
That's some wild
What
pause.
was that?
Y'all do anything when I ain't here.
Who the hell approved that?
$100. That's a noise we make for.
Sound like Tarzan having sex.
What was that?
That was a mistake.
Yo,
that was a mistake.
No, who's owning that in the back?
What the fuck was that?
Rome, who was it?
It was Taylor, bro.
Quiet as a church mouse back there. Let me try that again, because it must have been a fluke.
Yeah,
somebody's finger slipped or
anything
something.
Anything else but that.
Try
that again.
Let me run that back. Shout out to my dog, Dustin Russellberg, 9477, sent a $100 super chat.
No.
What is that?
We need a new.
Yeah, we gotta.
That is crazy. Who approved that?
The post show meeting is gonna. Yeah, we gonna have some splaining to do.
What the fuck is that?
That is Wes has to handle that.
Wes got it.
I don't deal with back alley.
Freaky Tarzan. That was a Freaky Tarzan joke.
That's the West. That's the West thing.
That's
Weston.
crazy. I don't know what that was, bro.
That was crazy. Anyway, let me get to Dustin Russellberg's $100 super chat.
Thank God.
Okay, all right. At least they learned fast. What up, fellas?
Crazy.
Been a while since I got a live show, but been a long few weeks for my stepdad, but he's doing better.
Praise God.
Glad to hear that, Dustin. Still wishing you and your step pops the best. Shady, take off those green glasses. Okay? You defend players on a team who didn't get you a ring. All right?
That is interesting.
Shout out the 270 and the 812 and Carebear. Go ahead and hit that.
How about them Cowboys, baby?
There it is. Keeping it moving. I got Don Foddy 24 said, Trey, don't chef my name, bro. It's Foddy. Hey, I got it right on the first time. Something Kieran can't do because he can't read. But I F with the show game. We need Shady and TJ Ward on a regular. Hashtag box office 25. What's up, bro? North Philly. See, I know a little bit of. It ain't North Philly, it's North Philly.
From North.
Yeah, North Philly. It's from North Philly. But what do y'all think about having live callers? I think it will add more eyes. Fuck low.
Wow.
Here's the thing about the internet and live callers.
Yeah, talk to him.
You guys cannot be trusted.
Not at all.
There's
that
just
Kay
no
Cunningham
way.
live, bro. That's what would happen.
Yeah, the Kay Cunningham.
Yeah, you
Can't
seen
wait to
that.
see you on draft night, Daddy. Like, we can't
Wait,
have...
what happened? That's a true story?
Yo.
Oh, you never seen?
No, what happened?
You never...
No, it's...
Kay was on...
Oh my
pull it
gosh.
up. I'll
pull
tee it up just a little bit. Kay
I always
Cunningham
wanted like a video caller or something like that.
Kay Cunningham is... he's about to get drafted, okay? We know he's going, whatever. He gets on Instagram Live. And he's like hosting a talent show, if I remember correctly. And it's like people come on like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, you sing, you dance, whatever, woo. He's like, yeah, I do a little bit of singing, but and then he hits him with the okie doke. Here it is, bro. If we can pull this up.
Wait, I've never seen.
You never seen this? Hilarious.
I can sing and dance, but for real though, I can't wait to see you at draft night, Daddy. I can't wait to see you at draft night, Daddy. Yeah, bro. I hope you don't know.
How I get them out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, no.
Bro. I can't wait to see you on draft night. The kicking feet is crazy, bro.
Run that back, though. Run that back. That's some funny shit, though.
This is one of my favorite videos.
That's funny, though.
So I can sing anything.
Yo, bro.
What's that?
Yeah, bro.
But for real though, I can't wait to see you at draft night, Daddy.
Come on,
I can't wait to see you at draft night, Daddy. Yeah, bro. I hope you don't know.
I get them out.
I hope you go number one.
Nah, that's out of pocket, though, yo.
What is happening, bro?
They can just call in?
And you know why they can't just call in.
Oh my
Because they're going to start
They're gonna
saying...
do shit like that. Bro, Central Cast exists. We
Come
can't have
on,
nobody
bro,
call in.
yeah.
I'm saying, but
I'm sorry.
this hang
Possible.
No,
we can't
Central
do it.
Cast, stop being financially irresponsible. By
Can't
the
do
way.
it.
What else we got?
Yeah, facts. Gabriel said in 2026, if you're not into comic book content, you are who's not cool. This is
Come
a
on now.
multi-billion-dollar industry dominating the media space with all kinds of media content and extremely popular conventions. Hashtag Revenge of the Nerds.
We getting them bite.
He's not
we
wrong.
getting them bite.
Money Mark said Nick Bosa, Osa Odigizua, Vita Vea, Mykel Williams, Fred Warner, and Dre Greenlaw.
Best front seven in football.
Would that be one of the best boxes in the NFL?
Yeah,
If the Niners sign Vita.
It's the best front seven in football.
Who?
Bosa, Mykel, the Niners. If they get Vita. Yeah, we said it yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it.
Because, like, the Eagles, I don't know about their edge rushers
Not
yet.
better
And then
than the
Jahad
Texans.
Campbell has to... Oh, snap.
yeah.
No, I'm just sitting here looking at these guys, man.
Yeah, what are y'all talking about, man?
But you know what's crazy? Texans edge wins, obviously. Niners interior wins.
Sure.
Niners linebackers wins. And it's not close.
Interiors win?
Yeah. Because the Texans interior, remember, they just lost that one young bull who left.
Who's the? I'm just sorry. I just want to make sure.
Now, if you want to say the Texans edge is so much better than the Niners edge,
Texans
Who's
edge
in
is
the
ridiculous.
middle for the Niners?
They should have had two first team All Pros.
Fred and
No, in the middle. Dude from the Cowboys.
Oh, they're saying if they get
OC
Vita.
Odigizua
That's what I'm saying.
and
But I'm saying
Vita
the guy from the Cowboys went over there, right?
Yep.
I mean, he.
OC's solid, but he's not.
He's a good player.
I mean, he's cool. He's cool.
Top 10,
But
top
the
15 tackle.
Texans are weakest in the front seven.
I know, but what I'm saying, like he's just cool.
They just drafted a first rounder though.
But if they get Vita, that's the difference. If they get Vita, then it's
but I just think I don't think my man's like it's like that to get that type of attention.
no. But you know what's interesting?
He's like,
if we were to draft him, we'd probably go. I'm biased, but I'm probably going Fred 1, Will 2, Daniil 3,
Yes.
Bosa 4.
Yes.
You feel me? So top
off
4
of injury, yes.
You know, so top 4 is Tutu. Then now, honestly, if you probably go Vita 5,
you don't probably will.
Yeah, Vita 5. So that's
Z's
back
is still
to
cold
Niners.
though too.
Then I'm probably going to Z6.
He's just. I mean,
it's not as
you keep saying
easy
he's
to-
all right.
Aziz Al-Shahir?
No, I'm thinking of
Hmm.
the D tackle for the Niners.
Vita?
No, I'm not taking a Z. OC.
OC's
go like 12.
Yeah,
OC
would be way.
It's not as black and white as it was. It's the gray area.
It's the gray area.
It's the gray area, Shady. Game Killer 619 said 2-5. You need to stop moving the goalposts for BA.
He do that. He does do that.
I can understand T.O. Yeah, for Brandon Ayuk. I can understand T.O. and A.B. and how they handle their situation, but those guys are elite of elite. You talking about a potential of what he does for one season?
The reason why you can't see how elite he is because of the offense he plays in. That's what he was talking about the other day. If I get them same opportunities and the offense is predicated for me and for me to do my thing, you'll see
Looks totally different. That's fair.
Yeah,
Mike Drop Tequila said the Vikings right now, if they could, they would pay top dollar for Baker Mayfield than the quarterback room they have right now.
But why? It's gonna be the same room it's always been. You got above average quarterbacks that you're hoping this coach can make them better. That's what that is, though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. The Uncle Drew said, who is the greatest number 1 pick of all time? In the NFL?
In the NFL? Shit. Do you say
Peyton Manning?
Peyton? Yeah.
Greatest number 1 pick of
Peyton
all time.
Manning.
Greatest number 1 pick? Peyton.
Manning.
Probably Peyton.
Yeah.
Or my he ain't my first round.
Is Elway a number 1 pick?
Miles first pick?
I can double check.
Miles did go number 1.
Miles Garrett or Peyton Manning for me?
Nah, Peyton. It's Peyton, bro. Peyton's crazy.
Miles was. Oh yeah.
Yeah, John
Peyton,
Elway
it's
was
probably-
number 1.
It's got to be Peyton.
Oh, Elway was 1.
Elway was number
It'll
1.
be Arch
But
Manning
still
soon,
Peyton.
but yeah.
It's still Peyton for me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a bad. Listen,
Arch
we got
Manning.
one. We got a unique one from Mike Speakeasy, UDFA. Acho and Trey, read producer Rome's start bench cut. How the hell this show has just gotten to asking fucking producer Rome questions in super chats?
That's ridiculous.
I don't lie,
He
though.
had to have paid him, bro.
I say this.
Hold on.
That shit's
Didn't you
crazy.
screenshot some shit about Rome or whatever?
Yeah, people were shouting out producer
him
Rome,
and this
Shady.
guy have some
Wait,
cahoots, bro.
first of all, Rome's popping for one. He's popping. But two, I don't lie, dog. When I start seeing people asking Trey shit, I'm like, oh shit, they asking Trey questions? So it's the same thing.
Dang. He did put you on the level.
Your
of
first
producer
day here,
Rome.
you was the social guy that was just
Yeah, I'm not
reading
gonna lie.
shit.
Trey,
Now you like in the mix.
Trey,
You like,
no, hold on,
you
that is
like,
crazy.
You know what I
That
mean?
is
How is Trey gonna be like? Now they asking.
Yeah,
you weren't even
right.
on camera first
Yeah,
episode.
you right.
Like,
First week.
Come on, first week.
That's
Come
because I
on,
had
bro.
conflicting obligations.
You
I
changed.
was still at the old spot. I couldn't be seen.
Dang.
Acho was like,
I mean, when
Wrong, I got your back, bro.
Hold
This
up,
dude
but
changed
how-
up.
But how
Trey did
we
change
was
changed up.
No, when we had this show, right?
Yep.
yeah.
When everything went down and Acho called me,
Yeah.
he said, Shady, we got to talk about this game plan.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know what you got going on, but hear me out. I said, you my man, let's do it.
Yeah.
We go to eat. He said, yo, I got this heavy-set kid that's funny, that can relate to the black community.
Yeah, he said heavy set too. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had let me
He
know.
specified heavy set.
Yeah.
of course you
Yeah,
have
I feel
to.
like I have so many other traits you could've
So
started
he's
with
like,
the
no,
most
he said, yo, he's popping with the
identifiable.
things. He's like, yo, he's going to like basically like, be like host of the show, do different things and that. He ain't going to tell me he's going to talk this fucking much. You can tell me that. But he talks a lot. Cool. Then he said, yo, we're going to have a little social situation. We get social Trey. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? And Trey now, he's like, he's the guy now.
Yeah.
And then my man Rome in the back. So we a team, dog.
We a
Y'all
team.
not going to shit on Rome.
That's
because
fair.
everybody Rome
Trey.
is different.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I got your back, Rome.
That's fair. Well, listen, Mike Speakeasy said, I'm still most relatable, Lisa. There you go. He said, start bench cut for producer Rome.
Woo. We should throw shit at him when he do it next time.
We should. We just start.
Speak with Wiley. Speak after Wiley. Or the facility.
Oh,
So he's going old shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speak with Marcellus Wiley. Speak after Marcellus Wiley departed.
Yeah.
Or the facility for Rome. So for
Speak
context,
for Yourself was Speak with Marcellus Wiley. Then Marcellus left, the show became Speak.
Yeah.
And then the facility. And Rome was a producer on all three of those shows.
If that is any indication as to how old he is.
I used to be late. Like, man, you got to get on stage. And I remember I was like, damn, so was Marcellus, is he on time? They said, nah, he used to come from his car straight to set, So I said, well, why you complaining about me? I'm only like 3 minutes late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wasn't there with
Rome,
Marcellus.
what's your answer?
So Rome's answers, I got it right here.
Okay.
He's starting Speak after Marcellus Wiley. He's benching the facility.
Oh, and he's
cutting Speak for Yourself with Marcellus Wiley. So clearly producer Rome and Acho got some, tension with Marcellus Wiley. And now they've both spoken on it publicly.
Bro, we did a 2-person, 2-hour show. Imagine that. That'll train you on how to talk, bro.
Shit.
Kieran, get to the last topic of the day, bro.
Last topic of the day, we have to talk about Travis Hunter. He posted a video saying that he is in the best shape of his life. He's healthy fully and expected to be cleared for training camp following his LCL injury last year. As you see, he's out. He's moving very well. He's added on some size since being drafted to the league. He also clocked 22.6 miles per hour in a training session beforehand. As you can see right here, one of the best athletes in the National Football League, they say. We've seen lots of players make big steps, big jumps going into year 2. We think of Bo Nix. We think of Drake May. Will Travis Hunter live up to the hype in year 2?
You're not surprised, though, are you?
No.
I mean, he's one of the most, in my opinion, he's the most in shape athlete I've ever seen.
22.6 miles per hour is crazy. I think he'll live up to the hype, though. But, Kieran, in order to do so, he has to play, in my mind, at an all-pro level. I don't care what position. Obviously, it seems like he's going in at cornerback. Can he play at an all-pro level at cornerback? I think he can. But you could probably say cornerback is currently the toughest position group to crack all-pro. One, you only got 4 spots. And 2, Derek Stingley and Pat Surtain and Quinyon Mitchell are probably going to be like unseatable. Then you have J.C. Horns, you have Trent McDuffie's, you have Jalen Ramsey's, those he's moved to safety. But to be worthy of a pick where I think they traded multiple picks to get him, bro, he's got to play at an all-pro level. To me, Shady, can he do that? He has the athleticism. He has the toughness. He has the intelligence. He has the ability. But can he play at an all-pro level?
I think so. I think that's why they drafted him so high. I remember when I first seen him in college, I said, yo, who is this dude? It's the reason why he's the number 1 player in the country in high school. He is that talented, man, and you don't see that type of talent. You talk about he's in shape, man, I ain't surprised. This dude been in shape. And now you put some weight on him, you put some armor on him, you'll have a phenomenal year. And I want to say this. They need to play him still both ways, corner and wide receiver. I know there's been some questions about was he going to play both, but now you got some weight on him. He's been in the program for a little bit. He's eating different, training different. The workout stuff at Colorado, as you can tell, it ain't what we thought it was. You know what I mean? You see guys going from LSU, the body looks different.
Yeah.
I think him in the pro system, right, the way he's training, we talking about Travis Hunter. Did y'all forget? Don't let the injury in his rookie season affect y'all. I watched him do the same thing with Caleb Williams. Y'all try to say he won this and that and third, and the second year y'all all jumped on the bandwagon. Same thing for Travis, bro. He's that special. He's that good. If you gotta invest in something in the NFL, invest in Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
because he's gonna pay you out.
I'm with you fully on that. I think everybody after season 1 is ready to just throw Travis Hunter out the window. They're like, oh well, he can't do both sides. He has to pick one side, and even then, he's not gonna be good enough to be. I also hate the all-pro. I hate the all-pro expectation going into year 2 for him. I understand he was taken number 2 overall, and I understand that he is he's looked at as a generational prospect. That makes sense. He should have high expectations. I'm expecting him to do work on both sides of the ball this year. Give him a real chance to go do work on both sides of the ball. I understand he did have an injury. We've seen numerous players have injuries their first year in the NFL. I'm not ready to throw him out just for that 1 year that he had an injury in. I think he can still contribute on both sides of the ball. He's been working on his route running this offseason. It looks a whole lot smoother on the offensive side of the ball than it ever has before. I think he's special, and I've always felt like he's special. And I feel like he needs the opportunity now to show just how special he is.
Bro.
He's getting into better shape. I mean, if we can show this clip right here, this is him working out recently. You're seeing he's back into shape. And also, just knowing Travis, the dude loves football more than anything. He doesn't have hobbies outside of it. He doesn't go like partying, smoking, drinking, doing all that other stuff. He just likes to fish and play football. He's really obsessed with it like that. So I think the kid's going to be crazy successful.
Look at the change in his body. When I first saw this dude is skinny as hell. He's an athlete. Look at his body, bro. He's ready to roll. Another thing is the biggest jump in football. I'm gonna teach you something, Karen. So when people talk to you about football, about first, second year, third year, tell them this right here. All right. The biggest jump in football is from year 1 to year 2. Even small things like. There's some stadiums that now, when I go into the stadium as the away team, as the opponent, I know what the environment feels like. I know what it feels like on 3rd and 5 and the fans is yelling like, because I played there. I know what it feels like. Yeah. And that's something small, but now he knows how to run routes. He knows how to get open. He knows the pressure. He knows the size. He knows going against certain opponents. He knows these things. And then the last part is his confidence. He was already confident coming from Colorado to the pros. Now you're really confident because now I've seen the best out there. I played with the best now. Yeah. The elite level is NFL. I played with them dudes. He gonna dominate this year. Watch. Same way Jalen Williams did.
I don't disagree with anything they're saying. Everything y'all saying is right. I think what y'all have forgotten, though, is what they had to give up to get Travis. Remember, they gave up a first-round pick, the next year's first-round pick, a second-round pick, and a fourth-round pick. That second-round pick was Quinshon Judkins. So, like, no slouch. So the Browns got Quinshon off of him. The other first-round pick was KC Concepcion. We'll see what happens with him. So, like, it's not enough for Travis to be good. It's not enough for Travis to be really good. They gave up 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick, and a fourth-round pick for Travis Hunter. So, Kieran, he has to be the equivalent of 3 really good players and a good player. Like, a second-round pick is supposed to be a really good player. First-round pick is supposed to be a great player. Fourth-round pick is supposed to be a contributor. So, is Travis going to ball? Yes. But, Kieran, the reason I'm giving him these all-pro expectations and standards is because Quinshon is a 1,000-yard running back. Trav, you got to be as good as that. Plus, Concepcion's probably going to be a 700-yard receiver. Oh, you got to be as good as that. Plus, Mason Graham's probably going to be whatever. You got to be as good as that.
Can he be all-pro with the split duties, though? Can he? I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can with the split duties. Now, do I think he can be far more impactful? Yes. I think he might not have an all-pro season as a corner, but he could still be more impactful than all-pro corners if he goes out there and gives you real production on both sides of the ball. And I think with Liam Cohen, and you see the later half of that season, him and Trevor Lawrence getting in a rhythm offensively. Trevor Lawrence having a really nice into his season and having a lot of momentum heading into this next year. Having a better receiver room next year that's healthy. Hopefully Brian Thomas Jr. gets back on the right track. This team is a real contender in the AFC, and Travis Hunter being healthy could change a lot of things. I would have loved. I feel like we got robbed of what could have been with Travis Hunter last season because of the injury. That team went on a heater at the end of the year. They went on a heater. They had a playoff game where they put up 30-plus against the Bills and had an opportunity to go win that game. If Travis Hunter's on that team, who knows how much of a difference he could possibly make. He's a playmaker, and he shows up in the biggest moments. I'm excited to see what he can do, and I think it's a situation where All-Pro is a little crazy, but I think he can have All-Pro impact even if the numbers don't look like it.
The Browns used the pick that the Jags gave them to draft Quinshon Judkins last year, pick 36. Luther Burns was drafted at pick 39. Oof. I say that to say they didn't.
He needs that type of production.
Because, bro, you drafted Travis to do both when you could have just drafted both. And that's not counting the first-round pick in KC Concepcion and what he might do. So it's just like you drafted a man to do both when why didn't you just get both? It's like, I can't think of it off the top of my head, Trey, but it's like, imagine drafting an appliance when it's like, okay, I'm going to draft a washing machine and dryer all as one machine. And I'm going to pay $10,000 for the special washing machine. When it's done washing, it also has a heating mechanism that can dry it too. It's like, but why didn't you just draft why don't you just buy a washer and a dryer for cheaper? So that's kind of where I'm at. Obviously, you have thoughts.
Yeah, that's fair. So I wanted to ask because we saw Travis Hunter play both sides of the ball in college, right?
Yeah.
He won a Heisman doing it, right? And you would say there's a difference between college reps and NFL reps, right?
Absolutely.
And we could also say that Travis Hunter hasn't seen a ton of NFL reps, right?
No, sir.
Is there anything to be said about maybe just letting him play one side of the ball this year and then letting him grow into playing on both sides of the ball? Or is it something that like he has to do now or it's done? Because Shady, I heard you say, you know, like the leap from year 1 to year 2 is so big. Maybe this first year he just plays one side of the ball and then can eventually go to both sides of the ball once he's more comfortable with the reps in NFL.
Can I jump in here as a fan? I want to make a take.
Did you ask the question?
No,
yeah, I was asking the question. Yeah.
But I just want to say,
cut that shit.
I'm sorry. I don't think the NFL is a grow to be this player league. Is what you guys have told me. It's not a developmental league.
Yeah.
But Shady, what do you have to say about it?
You already answered. I ain't about to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you think he's got to come out the blocks playing both sides of the ball, or it's cooked for him?
Because of how much they gave up for him.
Yeah.
I need that back, bro.
Yeah.
I need that. I want to use everything I paid for. I want to utilize.
But you can't cut off your nose to spite your face.
That's what the NFL does.
I know, but in the event that like he's already gotten injured trying to do both, but now is it time to really back to salvage something?
Here's how we know the NFL does that. You overdraft a player, you know he's not good, and you play him regardless, even though you know he's not good.
Yeah.
The Niners knew Trey Lance was no good 2 weeks into camp. And yet he still started 4 games.
Gotcha.
And even though you know Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, is better. When we were with the Eagles, we drafted a player in the first round over the course of those years. You knew he wasn't good.
Yeah.
Shady, you were probably with the Eagles when they drafted Danny Watkins. You probably don't even remember who he is. Offensive lineman
from Baylor, yeah.
Like, you know he's not good. But you take him in the first round.
He's got to see the field.
He has to see the field.
Yeah.
The NFL is a cut your nose to spite your league.
Yeah.
Spite your face league.
Yeah.
It is built off of. We cut noses around here.
Yeah.
We cut noses around here.
That's
Trey,
fair.
let's get some super chats. Get out the show, bro.
Let's do that. But before I get to this $50 super chat from Naruto, Shady, you know what Naruto is? No? Okay. Let me tell y'all, hit the subscribe button. Okay?
Yeah.
Kieran said he's no longer going to continue his weight loss journey unless you all hit the subscribe button.
Need y'all to do that.
So we want to see him healthy.
We should give him something like this. If we start getting more subscribers, you gotta do some push-ups.
That is a good.
You might get a resignation letter in your email if we stipulate that. I'm just saying.
If we get 100 subscribers from tonight's show, I will do push-ups tomorrow.
On camera.
Can we get 20?
Say it live.
No, on camera. I'll do push-ups
live
tomorrow.
during the show.
If we get 100, if we get 100 plus subs tonight,
100 is good. 20.
That's only 100. Only 100.
But you say this at the end of the show, though.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Everybody that's in here, tell a friend to create fake emails, send it to your mom, get on her phone, get on your auntie's phone. Look at his face. He's getting scared. He's getting scared already.
Trey, I'm not scared to do the push-ups.
20. I think 20's fair.
Yeah, I mean, he said 10.
He said he did 15 with ease 5 weeks ago.
Let's do 20.
Acho, he sent us
10 push-ups.
We said 10. He's agreed to 10. Y'all trying to push.
He told us he did 15.
Yes, but y'all trying to push to 20.
See, this how y'all ruin shit. I'm about to not do none again.
Exactly. See, y'all here y'all go play around.
Here they go play
20 gonna be hard. Are you only
He's such a brat.
Absolutely.
Such a spoiled brat.
I'm a spoiled brat.
You
get on here and beg for money every episode.
Because I'm not spoiled.
I
want a contract. Give me I have a baby at home, Acho. I want a contract.
Well, I got a baby at home and I got a big ass baby in the Speakeasy with me. I gotta go to fucking work with every day. Listen, 1158 Naruto said tortured Falcons and Spurs fan
I like
here.
that one.
What you like about that?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Still recovering from the pain of my Spurs losing, but had to give the show some love, and we appreciate it. What do y'all think of Diana Rossini's baby daddy taking a page out of Embiid's book to dodge the heat from interviewers?
Was he? Do we miss that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hold on, we pulling it up, Naruto.
Oh, he's talking about Mike Vrabel bringing the dog on stage, and Embiid brought his baby on stage.
We're talking about it tomorrow.
Now listen, Katie in the chat, she added me and she said y'all were supposed to have that topic teed up today and you forgot.
We didn't
Katie,
forget.
I apologize on Acho's behalf.
Katie, we did. I promise you, we didn't forget. We had to float it because the Romo video came out, and we didn't want to keep y'all here for 2 hours.
I like
literally, it was on the docket to be discussed today. Romo video broke. We had to push Rabel till tomorrow. I promise we didn't forget. Tune in tomorrow. It will be discussed. TJ Hushmanzada will be in the building. It will be discussed.
And in fact, Katie, you can blame producer Rome because he's the one that cut the topic officially.
Bingo.
So blame him. 6'8" Aquarius said, I guess we only do Caitlin segments when she's in a slump or acting out. Her last 4 games, she's averaging 30 points per game, 9 assists, 55% from the field, 49% from the 3, and 5 turnovers, and they're 4-0 in those games. Can we discuss this?
Let's talk about it.
As great of a 4 games as Caitlin Clark is having, are we also not going to talk about Kelsey Mitchell, who's got the 5th longest streak of 20-plus points? But see, that's what I'm saying. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that.
This one
y'all don't want to hear. And why do we just have to talk about 4 games? Why? When do we do that?
But dude,
she's balling.
Yeah. I watched you and Karen hate on her, and now
How was I hating on her? What are we talking about?
I just
said
watched
she was the face of the league.
But Shady, I just watched you defend Jalen Carter about just one bad game, So we.
Kieran say she the face.
I said she's a face.
No. But what about the time when I was defending her and they kept saying if she keeps doing this, she's not gonna be nothing.
Kieran did change his mind. But you know he wishy-washy. He flip-flops.
That's true.
He like a whale. He flips and flops back and forth. Big ass.
All I'm saying is, can she get her credit?
They on you today.
She kicking
I'm
ass.
saying, bro, it's getting great. You talking reckless.
He told me to go band for band.
But you do flip-flopping though. You do flip-flop.
I don't be flip-flopping like that.
You do.
I have more nuanced takes.
You go at me.
I said she is the face. Hold on. I said she is the face of the league.
No, before that.
Hold on. Let me finish. I said she is the face of the league. But also, people are going to start caring less if she doesn't pick it up.
Now you was like she.
That was my take. That's a good take.
That's fair. Talk to Acho and producer Rome. Blame him.
Last topic we did was after she balled, though. Because remember, Shady hit the group chat.
Yeah, she hit the 40 points. Yeah,
the last time we talked about her was after she went crazy.
Yeah. Yep, that's fair.
She went crazy again tonight, though. Shout out to her.
Javin Lott,
32-7.
They played the Seattle Storm. Like, guys, come on. Like,
there's 9 teams in the league, bro. Who cares?
There's 6 and 23. There's more than 9.
Still, bro.
Javin Lott says, Shady, no. The NFC South is historically the worst division in NFL history. Number 2 worst is the NFC North. Number 3 is the NFC West. And then the South is the 4th worst, which really makes them the most average. I just looked it up.
Wow. AFC South probably is. They probably got the fewest chips.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jags, Texans,
Titans,
Colts.
But they also are a team that added the newer teams.
That was the non-athlete that was right about that, by the way. I just want to put that out there,
they added newer teams, though.
The Texans.
The Texans, the Titans.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, the Texans, Titans are new teams.
You need that context.
And the Jags.
Get back
in the Texans, Titans, and the Jags. All new teams.
Top shotter said 25's motivational speech just cost me a $199 change fee, and it cost me $1,000 just to breathe in Miami. But fellas, what position in today's NFL do you think is more valuable? Top tier tight end or a top running back that can catch?
That's an easy one.
Running back that can catch.
A running back?
But the can catch is
a tight end. Who cares about that?
Yeah. You winning Super Bowls without
a tight end. There you get it.
There's a tight end that's 99 rated in Madden now. Do you guys know who that is?
It don't matter.
Exactly. Y'all don't know who it is. But if I said there was a 99 rated running back, y'all would know who it is.
A tight end?
It's Trey McBride. Trey McBride's the 99 rated. Yeah, he had 130 catches or some shit last year.
He shouldn't be 99.
Who was throwing him the ball?
Brissett. He just
Jacoby Brisky.
Game Killer 619 said, y'all think LeBron is trying to get his son from the Lakers or just let him fall in the depths of that shameless Laker roster? Did y'all see what AB posted?
Bron did his job. He in the league.
He let LeBron play 2 years.
He's going into year 3.
Contract. Yeah.
Yep.
Bronny is probably going to touch court this year too.
Correct.
He does actual things that can be.
He was in the playoff rotation.
I like Bronny though, bro. I like Bronny.
He gives defensive effort.
The thing about Bronny, there's nothing wrong with Bronny's game. He is an NBA level talent. He just went to the league too early. Yeah. If he had stayed in college another 2 years and developed his game,
nobody would have said nothing about that.
It would have been like, oh yeah, he deserves to be here. But anyway, Mike Drop Tequila said George Pickens needs to pull a Brandon Aiyuk and maybe get a bag.
I agree.
Maybe he gets a bag if he pulls a Brandon
Commanders. Commanders,
right?
So Kizzy.
This how you know you. This how you know you really popping when you start to turn into a verb.
Yeah, pull a Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah, pull you. Yeah, I'm finna Brandon Aiyuk on that.
Y'all gonna be so mad when I seen line up this year in the NFL.
I'm not gonna be mad.
Yes, y'all are. Yes, a lot of bitches about him. Yes, y'all are.
I've been on them.
I'm gonna hold y'all accountable.
All right, do that. And Kieran, do some push-ups. Gabriel said, nerding again. I'm 42 and super annoyed at how sold out Doomsday is so far, and I'm proud that I know that. Question to Carebear. Thoughts on Ghost Rider and Black Panther casting?
I like the Black Panther casting. I like the Ghost Rider casting as well. I'm surprised Doomsday is selling out like that because they don't have access to any of the IMAX
Doomsday?
theater.
Who's that?
Doomsday is the new Avengers. The Avengers movie that's coming out at the end of the year. Avengers
I
Doomsday.
don't know if I like the Black Panther casting because that's a lot of weight and a lot of pressure for that young bull.
He's
That's
a great
a
actor.
lot
let him.
He's phenomenal.
Who's
I mean,
that? To me-
it was either him or Damson Idris is what they were saying. But like, I like it.
But to me, it's not just about being a great actor. At that point, there's a level of notoriety that you come with that role. Because you're in a movie with Lupita, you're in a movie with Michael B, you're in a movie with
Angela Bassett.
Like, and you're in a movie that Chadwick had, Chadwick had done Jackie. He had done, he'd done 42. He had done 21 Bridges.
Can I push back though?
Please.
It's the MCU. They make superstars.
They do.
They do. Like it's sorry, it's you're gonna have Brie Larson was in some good movies or whatever, but kind of she was in 21 Jump Street and whatnot. But now she's Captain Marvel, got a bunch of more options. Like Tom Holland wasn't crazy. Now he's one of the biggest actors in the world. He had some stuff, but he wasn't as popping as he is now. This dude's gonna become one of the biggest black actors in the world
Letitia
based
Wright.
off of this role.
But the only thing is, he has
Letitia Wright, yeah,
but he
Letitia
has
Wright
to
would-
do it because Letitia should be way more popping. But she has no it factor.
Critically, I'm sorry. With Ryan Coogler,
Coogler,
directing this Black Panthers 3, and with the universe that's already built around all these characters, they're gonna be fine, bro. He's gonna be, and he's a good actor.
What's my thing, bro? Like, that's not all in life. You gotta step up to the plate, man. When your time's called.
That's hella
What's
true.
the one dude that he got trouble? He's with Megan Good. He was a great actor.
Jonathan Majors.
I didn't know he was
Jonathan Majors.
Bro,
Yeah,
I didn't know he
Jonathan
was that good of an actor, home.
Bro, Creed.
When I seen it before Creed, what's the movie? I seen with my son. It was one of them Avenger dudes. One of them, you know them guys.
He was Kang, he was either in
he was
in
a bad guy. Ant-Man. Yo, Ant-Man. Bro, he was a great actor in that joint.
Really?
And then on Creed 2, I said, damn.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie,
if you ever
he's
been
a
around,
great actor.
nah, because you don't really be around jail guys like that. Being around some jail dudes that's like institutionalized, bro, they act like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dudes been, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
facts.
for him to do that, I say, damn, dog.
Jonathan Majors, Duncanville High School alone.
Swear.
Went to Duncanville.
I don't believe that.
Hey,
I gotta call him.
Real quick on the Jonathan Majors tip.
over there.
If y'all want to see some of his greatest acting, the movie Devotion. It's about the first black U.S. Navy pilot.
I'm cool on that.
Amazing movie, bro. Amazing. And Jonathan Majors crushed that role. But keeping it moving while we fact check Care Bear.
Yeah, no, we got greats at Duncanville, bro. Yeah. It was
We the
Duncanville,
same. We
Cedar
the
Hill.
same.
Yeah, y'all say
I got a better question
You're
for you,
probably playing football against her. You
What
played Duncanville.
is?
Blame your parents.
Can we
If they-
all
if they
name
had
our
kept you out
most
of
black culture
private school.
cultural movie? Can I go first?
You said
Dead Presidents for me.
the most black
Cultural movie. Oh no, I might do Menace to Society. Ooh, I love
What's
Kane.
my favorite
I
or
love
like
Kane.
what's? I don't know.
Like if aliens came down and they were like,
Aliens.
yeah, I'm saying like if aliens came down from Earth and they were like, show us the movie that is the epitome of black culture.
Lottery ticket. I'm broke. That's what you sound like every episode, Trey.
That's bad.
What
Read
you
the
got?
next super chat though.
I probably go Harlem Nights.
Ooh,
Yeah, I probably-
that's a cultural drink.
But you know what's hard though, and correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't all these movies, they cover different pockets? But what covers like the whole?
Ooh, someone said Drumline. I love Drumline.
But see, that covers the pocket.
Drumline's cool, but
Training
Drumline's
Day covers the pocket.
It's a good
To me,
movie.
Harlem Nights cover the pocket.
Yeah.
But like, what covers like?
Bad Boys.
Acho, give us one.
I'm like, Training Day to me covers a pocket.
Ooh,
Brown Sugar.
Mike is fire.
Brown Sugar covers a pocket.
Brown Sugar.
Like Mike is a great movie.
What was that?
With Bow Wow?
It is a great
KD.
movie, but not for the culture.
No, not for the culture.
White
No,
kids,
it's a great
white
movie.
kids love
Friday
that's true,
covers
yeah.
a pocket.
Friday's
Friday's
another
a good one. Friday's a good one.
Coming to America. Soul Plane. Somebody said.
Soul Plane is crazy.
Soul Plane is black culture for sure.
It's
It
Spirit
is.
Airlines,
Yeah.
bro.
No. That's not culture. That's a good movie though.
I would go Harlem Nights.
When you said that, you said
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the
Said
Hood
Friday. Those are great ones. Those are culture
Yeah.
joints.
Yeah.
Some of the other shit's not.
That's fair.
Carebear,
Mike,
give us one.
you said what?
You didn't give us
I
one.
said
Kid.
lottery ticket, bro.
That don't
That's my
count.
shit.
That's ass. Mike Drop Tequila said, Shady, who do you
Coach Carter
think should take blame? That ain't bad.
love
For BA's antics.
Wait, I'll read it. Shady, who do you should take
This is
blame?
good. Shady, who do you think should take blame for Brandon Ayuk's antics? San Francisco or the 49ers?
I think
For those of y'all that did catch yesterday's show, Shady was drunk off of his ass and,
That's funny,
and,
I'm not
and
gonna
asked Acho, pick one team in week 1. San Francisco or the 49ers to win the game? Who you taking?
Nah, because I learned.
That's a great call,
when
man.
you talk to somebody,
was a really good
when somebody
call, man.
real smart, you gotta give him a real dumb answer or dumb question. And he thought about it. He's like,
He was confused. I clocked it immediately. And just real quick, because Shady, I know you love polls. I did ask in the chat who was more intoxicated last night. Come on, bro.
That is wild.
Polls.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Polls.
Whatever you meant by it, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Who was more intoxicated last night? Not incarcerated. Acho's favorite word. 60% of the chat said Shady McCoy was. You got to hold your liquor better, brother. H. Burns said, hope all is well, gentlemen. Acho, if you were the defensive coordinator, what defense would you choose to run and why? Shady, if you were the offensive coordinator, what offense would you choose to run and why?
It's a really good question. If I had dogs up front, I'm running a 4-3.
4-3, yeah.
It's simplest for everybody. Not complex. Go hunt. I don't care if y'all know who my 4 pass rushers are. Go hunt.
Yeah.
You know, you would think that I would run the ball a lot because I'm a running back. I'm doing a West Coast offense, and I'm sprinkling a little of that special sauce of going deep, taking big shots. And you know where I learned that from? Andy Reid.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds
You
like
gotta
Andy.
have a quarterback.
And guess
Don't
what?
do that,
If you watch for real, that's what people do now.
Yeah.
Copycat league, homie.
If Baker Mayfield is your quarterback, are you running? JoJo said if Brandon Aiyuk goes to the Commanders, is he wide receiver 1 or 2? And if he's a wide receiver 2, will he be able to handle?
I think
being wide
I think he's
receiver
wide
2?
receiver number 2 the first year.
Yeah.
And I think the second year he's number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to play his way into 1.
I mean, because he don't know the offense. He's new there. He's new there.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Most relatable, least debatable. Checking out
Yo.
of the super chats,
Oh,
man.
my gosh.
Kieran, where we at?
What a
bro?
horrible episode for you. Look, we appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell button to be notified when we go live next, which will be tomorrow night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central,
And if you want
8:15 p.m.
Trey to
Pacific
get paid,
time.
hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button if you would like Trey to be paid as well as producer Rome as well. He deserves some love. Look, for Kieran,
Pay Rome first.
LaShawn Shady McCoy, please pay Rome first. Oh my goodness. Emmanuel Acho, the guy begging for money. And everyone in the back, make some noise in the back.
Shout out to the gang in the back.
We'll see you guys next time, right back here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.
You should have cut work for food.
Work for food.